We're good whenever you're ready. We're good, Reams.
From the Streamline Sale Arena inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse here on the campus of Florida Southern College in Lakeland, Florida, welcome to Florida Southern College men's basketball. Today the Mocs will renew an old rivalry with the Tritons from Eckerd College. Hello again, everyone. I'm Jim Henderson. My broadcast partner to my left is Chris Burgess, and this will be the 8th game in 2.5 years between these two teams. And Chris, Eckerd has won 5 of those games. They played 2 in the regular season, 2 years, but they played twice in the conference tournament, once in the South Regional. Boy, these guys know each other.
Oh, for sure, and it's going to be a tough game because now you're going through scouting reports and everything, but you know the team so much, you know the plays, so you just sometimes now you just got to go out there and play basketball. It's by will now, so hopefully the Mocs can come out for a full 40 minutes because, like I said, Eckerd's have the best of us when they came here, and they won the majority of the time. Hopefully we can change that.
Well, we have 2 of the top 100 players in the country in this game, Jonathan Lawton of the Mocs and Drushan McLaren of Eckerd. They've been nominated for the Bevo Francis Award for the best small college basketball player in the country. And I know, Chris, that the Mocs know McLaren only too well. He had 37 against him in the South Regional game. I thought he'd be gone by now, but he's still here.
He seems like one of them 6 or 7 year seniors. You just wish that he goes away, but like I say, he's very talented. He rebounds, he gets to the basket. He's really not like a perimeter threat shooting-wise, but it doesn't matter. He gets people involved, he rebounds, he gets to the basket, gets to the free throw line. He's very tough, and he's very experienced, too, so he's one of the leaders. We have to make sure we keep an eye on him.
Well, tonight will be the final appearance for Eckerd coach Tom Ryan here inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse at the Streamline Sale Court. He is retiring after this season to become Eckerd's athletic director. Don't go away. We are going to have Chris talk to Mocs assistant coach Nate Champion to talk about how to beat these Eckerd College Tritons. All that coming up next here on FSCMocs.com.
Okay, rooms are good. I'm going to count you down from 5 rings. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon. I'm down here courtside with assistant coach Nate Champion. And Nate, 3-game winning streak. I've been playing pretty well, especially on the road. But this Eckerd team, they're really good. Y'all both are 5-2 in the conference. So just tell us what's going to be the keys to the game because this is a really good team.
Yeah, I mean, as we know, Eckerd's always a real physical team. They're good on the glass, +7 on the year. And for us, we have to set the tone early defensively, make sure they're one and done, and then we got to get out, play our way offensively. We've been doing a really good job of just sharing the ball, getting everybody in, and then defensively cleaning up the glass. I think we've been +6 or 7 in the past 3 games, so we're doing pretty well, and we just got to keep it going. We got to stay together, know it's going to be a battle for 40 minutes, and I think tonight's a game for everybody to watch.
Well, I'm going to keep it short with you tonight. Hopefully you have a good, outing tonight. Like I said, a really good team at Eckerd. And for everybody watching, we'll be right back with some pre-game comments. Don't go away.
Welcome back to the Streamline Sale Arena here inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse. It'll be the Florida Southern College Mocs against the Eckerd College Tritons. And Well, you know, the Eckerd, Chris, has won 5 of the last 7 games, but they've been really tough until that South Region game up at Morehouse in Atlanta last year when Eckerd kind of had its way. But this, you know, just watching this Tritons team warm up, they're big.
Yeah, they're very, very big, very physical. Like I said, very disciplined, just like the women's, very disciplined, has a really good coach. And they have seniors on here that understand they've been through situations like this where it's going to be a dogfight, but they understand how to win the game. So, like I said, for the Mocs, we need big-time performances from the whole squad, especially for Jonathan Lyon and Brett Hansen. We're going to need them to come out and play well. We on a three-game winning streak, especially going on the road. So it's going to be tough. But this Eckerd team did beat Nova, and Nova did beat us. So it's going to be a tough game.
And, boy, a good game tonight in the conference. Nova is playing Lynn down at Nova, and we understand that Nova's top player has a broken hand. And that could change the whole dynamic of not only the conference but the South Region as well. That guy, and I think his name was Wansik, or I can't remember for sure because I didn't know he was hurt, but he dropped 39 on the Mocs down there at Nova. And if that happens, that's a big loss, and the whole South Region could really turn around a little bit because of that.
Yeah, that's going to be a big loss for them, you know, especially for the, like I said, one of the best players in this conference with the broken hand. I'm not sure if he's going to try to play with it or if he's going to be out, but it's going to give opportunity for everybody else in this conference to try to see if they can catch up with Nova.
Well, Jonathan Lawton is the league's leading scorer in the conference at 21.9. Eckerd so far this season is second in the conference in defensive scoring. Eckerd's given up 68.3 points per game. They're also first in rebounding margin of +7, as you heard Coach Champion say, and they lead the league in defensive rebounds.
Jeez.
And, Chris, that just tells me that the Mocs better be shooting the ball pretty well because they may not get a couple of looks.
Like I said, they do a really good job on one shot and done. Like I said, they're very physical. Like I said, they're big down there, so they're going to bang you up. If you don't rebound, they're going to out-rebound you. But for the Mocs, like I said, I think our game plan is to get up and down. You can't play to Eckerd's game plan where they're going to run some offense. When they have transient opportunities, they're going to take them. But for the Mocs, like I said, get up and down, take wide open jump shots, get to the free throw line, and I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, we mentioned Jonathan Lawton at 21.9. He has in 4 games against Eckerd 107 points.
Oh, wow.
Between 21 and 33 over 4 games. Quick, let's go down to Megan Price.
Thanks, guys. The Mocs are sitting at 5-2 in the conference right now, and after tonight's game, they're looking to be 6-2. This is going to be a big conference matchup tonight. The Mocs had 2 tough losses while we were on the road, but they've come back. They've won their last 3 contests. I'm excited to see how tonight will go. The series right now, Southern leads 70-40, so it's going to be a good game. If it's anything like the women's game, it's going to be real exciting. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Megan. And yes, it will be very exciting. I don't know whether, the women's game turned out to be much lower scoring than we anticipated. What do you think for the men? Maybe the same?
I think it's going to be a little bit higher. I think it's going to be up and down. I think both teams are going to come out offensively and play well together. Like I said, Eckerd is very efficient offensively. We can get it going and get scoring and high volume. So I think it's going to be a little bit higher, not too much, maybe like 10 or 12 points more.
Yeah, and of course Eckerd has an outstanding point guard, Marco Bahori, and we'll talk more about him, and we will get the starting lineups for the game. We will once again have the presentation of the colors and the national anthem before we start play today, and that is about to take place here momentarily as a good crowd still filing in here tonight for what is a really, really good Sunshine State Conference and South Region game between the Mocs and the Eckerd College Tritons. And when we look at some of the numbers here also for Florida Southern, with Lawton leading the league, he's also second in threes, second in points per game, second in free throws. Chris, he's at 87.8 for the year from the line.
Oh my, yeah. Like I said, he's having a big time year. I wasn't sure if he could have a better year than he did last year, but right now
he is. Yeah, yeah. And while we were gone, while we were not doing games, he eclipsed the 1,000 point mark. So he now sits at 1,038 points in a year and a half?
Yeah, maybe at that. At that. So he's really scoring the basketball.
So we're going to have the presentation of the colors, the national anthem, and then we'll get you the lineups and get the show on the road. And a very nice rendition of the national anthem. That'll get us to the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visitors from Eckerd College. They're 12-3 and 5-2 overall in conference play. Marco Bahori, a 6-foot senior out of Seminole and Seminole High School in Pinellas County, is the starting point guard. 9.4 points, 6.1 rebounds, 5 assists per game for Marco Bahori. Marquise Gilbert is a 6'2 junior out of Syracuse. He averages 8.9 points per game. Kiko Stavrev, a 6'8 junior out of Sofia, Bulgaria, transfer out of Weber State. He averages 8.6 points, 3.1 boards per game. The great Drushan McLaren, 6'5 senior out of Englewood High in Jacksonville. His numbers are 18.9 points, 8 rebounds, and 3.1 assists per game. And the final starter for Eckerd is Myron Higgins, a 6'7 junior out of Vanguard High in Ocala, 11.7 points and 5.8 rebounds per game. That's the starting lineup for the Tritons. Head coach in his 23rd and final year by Tom Ryan, a 441 and 225 overall record. Tom has been the Eckerd AD for the last year and a half. He will devote full time to that after this basketball season. Starting lineup for the Mocs, the same as usual. Jonathan Lawton, the great 6'2 senior guard out of Williamstown, New Jersey, 21.9 points, 4.1 rebounds, 3.5 assists per game. Brett Hansen, the 6'2 junior out of Manchester, New Hampshire. What a year he is having. 16.7 points and 7.7 rebounds per game. Ben Marello, the 6'6 senior out of Port Orange, Florida, transfer out of Henderson State. Ben averaging 7.7 points, 3.6 rebounds per game. Jaquan Slinky Jones, 6'7 senior out of Newburgh, New York, averages 10.6 points per game and 6.8 rebounds per game. And Jack Rouse, the 6'7", 235-pound junior out of Syracuse, New York, he averages 8.9 points and 5.9 rebounds per game. That is the starting lineup for the Mocs. Head coached in his 5th year by Mike Donnelly. Mike is 54 and 51 overall. And Chris, a milestone for Coach Donnelly tonight if he can secure a win. It would be his 250th career win as a college head coach. He previously coached at CW Post and Southern Connecticut State, his 16th year as a head coach. So looking for big number 250.
Yeah, let's hope so. Just like with Betsy, though, it's going to be a dogfight. He's going to have to earn it. So hopefully they can come out and they can perform tonight for him.
Yeah, I say that, I think, are we jinxing him or something?
I hope not. Let's see, though.
Well, again, it should be a good one. Mocs are still being introduced here. Our referee tonight is Jose Nueves. Byron Rosier and Reggie McNeil will work with him. And we are just about set for Florida Southern College men's basketball right here on FSCMocs.com. The Mocs will be on the road on Saturday. They'll be over at Rollins for a 2 o'clock women's game and then a 4 o'clock men's game. Our next telecast a week from tonight here on the Streamline Sale Arena floor inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse. The opponent will be the St. Leo University Lions. So we are looking forward to that. But, boy, I'll tell you what, Chris, I've been looking forward to this one. I knew the women's game would be good.
Oh, yeah.
I've been looking forward to this one. And I think those guys right there on your screen, they've probably been looking forward to it as well.
Yeah, I think Coach did a really good job throughout the week. Just let them know how important this game is. Like I said, Eckerd, they've seen them so many times. Like, it's almost like it's a rivalry game. Almost is like you just don't like the guys pretty much.
We talk about Rollins, we talk about Tampa. You got to include Eckerd.
You got to, yeah, because like I said, they bring the best out of us, and I think we bring the best out of Eckerd as well too every time we play. So, like I said, it's going to be a long game. We got to play the full 40 minutes. It's going to be a dogfight, but we got to play Mocs basketball. And I think if we do that, I think we'll be in good hands.
Well, we mentioned Lawton with 107 points in those 4 games last year against Eckerd. Brett Hansen has played 7 times against Eckerd, 84 points, 40 rebounds, and 14 assists.
Jeez.
And he has 6 double-figure games out of the 7 that he's played.
Yeah, like I said, Brett Hansen is that 1-2 punch with Jonathan and Brett. Brett's a really good rebounder and getting to the basket. Jonathan is that 3-point shooter, can spread the flow out. But we need 2 big-time performances from both of them.
Pair of 25s are jumping. Higgins and Slinky Jones. Mr. Nueves tosses it up. We are underway. The Mocs will have the opening tip, and Jonathan Lawton will have it in front court.
Yes, hopefully they see that the Mocs can get out to a really good start. Like I said, 3-game winning streak. They should have a lot of confidence going into this game.
Eckerd playing man defense will probably not vary from that too much here in the game. Hansen trying to go in. The layup will go. And the Mocs get off and running with a 2-point lead.
And that was a good job. Like I said, just getting in there. His back was turned. Jonathan kind of went through. His back was turned, just went right behind him, got the easy layup.
Here's Biori with it. He's going to be guarded by Hansen. He'll kick it out to Stavrov. Kiko gives it out to the right side for McLaren. Again, he wears 24. Keep an eye on him. Driving through the lane, layup won't go. Rebound Jack Roush off the miss by Gilbert, and the Mocs have it. This is Hansen trying to get another one. Can't do it. Lost the ball. Gathers it up. We're going to get a jump, and Eckerd's going to get it on the possession arrow.
Yeah, right there. I'm not sure. He tried to spin and do another move, but ended up losing the basketball. And like I said, Eckerd's a really good defensive team, so they're aware of the 50-50 balls, and they get on it, and they jump on it pretty quickly. So good job right there by Eckerd in transition defense.
So an inbounds pass coming up here for the Tritons. Game just underway. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Florida Southern College men's basketball here on FSCMocs.com. This is Biori, and he will handle it a lot. Dumped it off, lost it, got it back. Got a break, and Eckerd will reset.
Almost got a steal. Like I said, I was about to say good defense by the Mocs.
Open three out there for Higgins. Will go. Myron Higgins gives the Tritons a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and that's what you can do. Like I said, versatile, big, and shoot it from the outside, and he can go inside and be very physical. So got to make sure you got to get a hand up on him when he's out there and not let him take wide open, uncontested three-point shots.
Higgins' 16th three of the year, shooting just under 50% from three. Here is Roush. Higgins has him. Jack dribbling through, has got a runner. Layup, no. Rebound comes down to Eckerd. Higgins gets it, and here come the Tritons the other way in a hurry with McLaren.
Yeah, it looks like they got the shot that they wanted pretty much. You just end up missing that one.
McLaren, the runner, doesn't go. Lawton gets the board, and the Mocs will bring it back up, down one. And Jonathan going all the way. He had it stripped. Eckerd coming back the other way.
Those just great hands right there. He had a wide open layup, but good job right there just to strip that ball from him.
Dumping down into the paint for Higgins. Roush will have him. That'll be a battle. Higgins missed a shot. Lawton gets his second rebound. And the Mocs will bring it up. And you know, Chris, just like you saw in the women's game, the ball not going in real well so far.
Yeah, like I said, no, I think they just got to settle into the game. But right there with Jack, that's just good one-on-one defense right there. Not giving him a grind up, making him take a tough jump hook right there.
This is Marello looking, needs some help. Finds Hansen. Brett going in, little fade jumper, got it. Brett Hansen's got all four. The Mocs lead it by one.
That was a good shot. Like I said, Brett Hansen going to the basket, his mid-range jump shot is very lethal. Just got to a spot pretty much and rose right over the defender, got that easy too.
With it now is McLaren. Looks like Slinky's got the task to guard him. This is Higgins, another three over Roush, and he will hit another three. Myron Higgins shoots 50% from three, and Eckerd leads it by two.
Yeah, you got to get out there. Like I said, very versatile. Don't want to get him going because you already got McLaren that you got to worry about. You got him going too. They're going to be really tough to beat.
So it's Higgins 6 and Hansen 4 here in the early going. Here's Hansen again, and Marello fades on McLaren and got it. Nice shot by Ben, his first basket, and we're all even at 6.
Yeah, that was a good shot right there. Once again, just in the mid-range, and that's what Brett and Ben can do. They're really good at that and knocked it down.
We have a little net problem on the other end of the floor here. We're looking as Biori goes in for the layup and scores. What a move by Marco Biori.
And we seen Biori last year. He was the MVP of the tournament last year, and he can really play basketball.
Yeah, he's a senior, and he's the leader of that team at the point guard position. This is Lawton. Takes the deep three. No, short. Rouse got a rebound, kicked it out. Marello for Slinky for three. Got it. Slinky Jones nails the three. For Slinky is 18th of the year. Mocs lead it by one.
Yeah, tough shot right there by Jonathan, but good job by Jack to get off his rebound, kick it out, and good next pass for Slinky, who's been shooting really well from the three-point line.
Biori again kicks it out for Stavrev. And now with his Gilbert. Higgins, boy, they got to watch Higgins. He looks like he's going to be on. Stavrev gave it up. There's Higgins again. Back out. Good defense this time by the Mocs. Watch the shot clock with us. Biori dropped it down. Stavrev missed the shot. And a rebound for Slinky. Hansen with it. Mocs lead it by one. And Marello gives to Lawton.
Yeah, right there. Just missed the layup. It was pretty good offense right there by Eckerd. But did a good job just to rotate over and get contest that layup.
Slinky! They gave him a step and he took it. He's got 5. Mocs by 3.
And it's funny, like he went baseline and it seemed like Eckerd, they could have rotated over, but they kind of just was like, you got that one. I'll let you dunk that one.
Yeah, well, we're not going to touch that one, I don't think. Well, Stavrev's got it. He's going to drop it down into the paint. That's Higgins and a traveling violation called. Nice job by Jack Rouse to defend it. And there's going to be a timeout. Let's see if they change the net here. But I think we will have our first media timeout of the game, and they are going to do that. As they're going to, or at least tie it. I don't know if they're going to change it, but they're going to tie it, and we're going to step aside here. Mocs lead it by 3. We're back in 30 seconds after this on FSCMocs.com.
up, Audrey?
Kayla.
Such a nice day, huh? So warm today.
It's so beautiful.
So how are your classes going?
Good. You ready for the test?
Aiming for C+, but I think I'll get it.
I can't believe plus
Yeah.
picking 7.
7 is wow.
Fans, we would like to thank Kurt Elmhorst with Allen & Company for being a corporate sponsor of the Florida Southern College Mocs. Allen & Company's personal customer service spans more than 85 years here in Central Florida. Families trust Florida's oldest investment firm to grow their wealth and help secure their financial future. You can give Kurt a call at 863-688-9000, or you can contact him online at alleninvestments.com. Well, let's go ahead and send it down to Megan Price as we have a little delay while they fix the net. Megan?
Thanks, guys. Coach Donnelly pretty happy with the boys' performance so far. He told them just to continue to stay active. Good defense equals good offense is a message that he was telling the boys in there. Again, it's really interesting how all the boys come in the huddle. They're all very talkative. They all talk to each other, and they're very supportive of one another. So that's really nice to see. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right, it sure is. And I tell you, what that says to me is they really want to win.
Yeah, chemistry. The chemistry. Everybody understands the bigger picture is try to win. You know, everybody wants to win. Everybody's together. Everybody understands their roles, and that's lovely to see when you see everybody coming in and trying to encourage each other.
Well, the Mocs are 5 for 7 from the floor. Maybe they should have left the net like it was. We'll
Hopefully
see
you didn't
here.
jinx them.
Yeah. Here's Marello going for Hansen again. Hansen trying to back down. There's that fade. Oh, rimmed in and out. And how about Rouse tipping it, and Jonathan Lawton saves it. Boy, Rouse got up over everybody. Lawton's jumper goes. Jonathan's first basket of the game. The Mocs lead it by 5.
And they're doing a good job. They're getting good shots, but Jack is being a monster out there on the offensive rebounds. He's giving the more possessions, and right, like I said, Jonathan Lyon hit the jump shot.
Open three does not go. That was missed by Higgins, and a rebound comes back to Eckerd. Biori will get it, and now he'll drop it off, and he'll give it to Gilbert. Looks like Eckerd has his starters remaining in the game, as do the Mocs. Stavrev will give it off now. Biori had a layup earlier, going to try to get another one, and Brett Hansen's going to get a foul.
And he's very crafty. Like I said, he's not going to high fly or anything, but he's very crafty under the rim and understands angles and how to get to the free throw line. Like I said, it's a really good point guard. He does a little bit of everything. Like I said, scores when you need him to score, gets rebounds, and then, like I said, he leads the team in assists too. And he's guarding Jonathan Lawton. He's probably one of the best defenders on the outside.
He is an 81.7 free throw shooter for the year. And he hits the first one. Biori, one of the top players in this Sunshine State Conference, no question. In fact, last week he was the defensive player of the week in the league. He's now got 4, and the Moc lead is 3, and he is tied for second in assists this year, or third rather, overall in assists per game.
You said he's the head of the snake. So
yeah, good call. Well, here is Hansen. Brett's off to a good start. Marello hit his first shots, got it now. Going to try to back down. That's the fade. Got it. He got the roll. Ben's got 4, and the Mocs go back up 5.
Once again, they're doing a good job of just getting to their spots, and everything is pretty much – it's been 1 3-day shot, but everything else has been to the rim or mid-range jump shots, and they're just doing a good job offensively.
Biori drops for Stavrev. Kicked it out. Higgins finds Gilbert. He's going all the way. Who's going to foul him? Let's see. Let's hope it's not Hansen, because he's got one already. We don't need a second one on him. Nope, it'll be on Lawton, which not much better. Now he's got one. So a couple of free throws coming up here now for Marquise Gilbert. For the year, he is 12 of 14, 85.7. Eckerd, by the way, is 70.6 from the line.
Knocked it in, but he did a good job getting to the rim, getting that contact, getting to the free throw line.
First sub for Eckerd is Admir Radoncic, averages 6.5 points and 3.1 rebounds per game. Also checking in first time is Damian Gordon. He averages 2 points per game for the Tritons. The Radoncic brothers are seniors. They're twins, and we'll probably see the other one as well tonight. So that is Gilbert, 2 for 2. And also coming in now is Gianni Daly. He's the leading scorer off the bench for the Tritons, 8 points a game.
Yeah, so like I said, this Eckerd team, they're very deep as well too. So you got to be careful. Just because they sub out the starters don't mean you can kind of relax. You got to play basketball for the full 40 minutes.
Lawton for Hansen. Mocs by 3. Lawton gets it back down. A little height advantage. That's short, but he'll shoot 2. as the foul will go on Gordon. And we have seen in the past that when Jonathan has a height advantage, he can get up over him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You see right there, they tried to post him up right there. And usually you don't see Jonathan to post up too much, but understanding, like you said, he got the height advantage. He can get that space and shoot right over the top. That was a good play right there for the coach.
Well, he will, when he gets these 2 free throws, he will have taken 100 this year. He has made 86 as of now. 87. So if he hits this one, he'll be at 88% from the free throw line.
He's just so tough to guard. Like I said, scored all 3 levels, and then once you think you have him under control, you foul him, he's knocking him down from the free throw line too.
2 for 2. He's got 4. And the Mocs go up by 5. And so far, Mr. McLaren has only had 1 shot and really has not been involved.
Yeah, I've seen him like this before, though. Like he runs the offense. He understands when his shots are going to come. And usually down the stretch in the clutch moments, that's when he kind of wakes up. Yep.
Well, Daly will have it now as Stavrev fakes it. Trying to go through. Runner, no. Roush will get another rebound. Hanson's got the ball. And Brett's going to go all the way. No. Rebound comes down hard for Eckerd, and the Tritons will bring it back up, down 5. A good rebound that time by Gianni Daly. They'll work it around. Radonjic gives it up. Here is McLaren. And he lost the ball. Mocs are going to get it back. Slinky drops it. Marello up. No. Big rebound for Stavrev, and Eckerd back the other way.
Yeah, I thought we had numbers right there, but good job by Eckerd to get back to transition defense and make that tough for Ben.
Giving it up will be Gordon. This is McLaren. Slinky with him. Kicks it out. He'll get it back. He'll take the jumper. He'll miss it. He'll get his own rebound. He'll go up. He hits the side of the basket, and it's going to stay, it looks like, with Eckerd. And when play resumes, E.J. Damberville, who had a big game down at Barry on Saturday, will check in, as will Marco Baori back for the Tritons. But first, we will have a media timeout. Mocs lead it by 5. We're back with more after this on FSCMocs.com.
Powerade. Man, if I had had this kind of power back in my day, my crossover would have been something else. I'd have broke everybody's ankle. The rare peanut business. My crossover would have been so crazy. If you recorded it, watched it 2 weeks later, broke ankles. Man, that is some kind of power. Careful now.
Citizens Bank has proudly served Polk County since 1920. They know you work hard, and they want to be the bank that works just as hard for you. Citizens Bank takes pride in working with its customers' financial needs while providing a hometown banking feel. We'd like to thank Citizens Bank for supporting Florida Southern College athletics. You can visit us online at citizensbank.com. Well, Chris, the Mocs are 7 of 12 from the floor, 58%. That's good shooting, and they've held Eckerd to only 3 of 11 for 27.
Yeah, like I said, right now for the Mocs, they're doing a really good job. Like I said, they're not settled. We've seen before beginning the game, they shoot 5 or 6 threes already. Only shot 2 threes, 1 for 2. Everything else been inside, mid-range, and then defensively, they're just very active. They're communicating, making things tough for Eckerd.
Just a shade under 12 minutes to go in the first half, and it'll be an inbounds pass for Biori for Eckerd. Mocs lead it by 5.
Yeah, but it's still, like I said, it's a really good Eckerd team. It's a long game. Can't relax. And you've seen the Mocs do it before. They relax a little bit.
And McLaren almost had it. And how about D'Amberville grabbing his first board off the bench? Lawton, D'Amberville had 17 down at Barry off the bench. Jonathan for 3 will come up short. And Radonjic with a rebound.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there. Once again for Jonathan, I think he's just kind of quick. You get to his spot, maybe mid-range, or get a screen, I think he'd have a better shot.
Biori dropped it off. New player in is Shaquille Harris for Eckerd. Here is Radonjic. And back out for Biori. Biori wanted the 3, didn't take it. Dumped it off Harris. Down low, Radonjic. Who's going to go? What are they going to say? Mocs ball. They're going to give the ball back to Florida Southern. Kai Cleary in for Ben Marello now.
Once again, really good defense right there by the Mocs. You see Brett had Radonjic down low, and you see they was trying to get it to him, but good job defensively just to close that up and get the turnover.
So Hanson will bring it up. Mocs by 5. Here is Lawton. And Cleary and DeAmberville. Slinky. Jumper. No. Rebound. DeAmberville with another one. Lawton for three. No. Tip. No. Tip. No. And another rebound. And he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
Boy, tough break. Kai Cleary had it and could not keep it in play.
But that was great effort. Like I said, they're doing a great job offensive rebounding-wise, attacking the glass. And Eckerd's a really good, defensive rebounding team, and it just making them they're making it really look like they're really not. So good job by the Mocs. I like the effort. You got to continue with that.
Yeah, Mocs lead the rebounding total 11-7 right now, and that's a good sign. Down low to Radonchik, and that's not going to get there. It's going to be stolen by Slinky. Mocs back the other way with Jonathan Lawton. He'll send it out for Cleary. Cleary driving, layup, got it. How about Kai Cleary? He averages 7.3, his first basket of the game, Mocs by 7.
And that was a good job. I don't think people understand. Jonathan, he gets so much attention. Just a dribble handoff makes the defense try to figure out what you want to do, so he gets a wide open layup.
Trying to drive through his Daly. He lost it. Is it out? It is. Whose ball? Going to stay with Eckerd. Trains will get Marquise Gilbert back in. And Gianni Daly will sit. Also back in is Stavrev. And sitting down for the first time will be Drushawn McLaren without a point so far.
Yeah, he's been kind of struggling right now. Like I said, the shots are not falling. But like I said, we've seen him plenty of times in clutch situations get heated up and get this team where they need to be at.
This is Gilbert. Lost the ball. It's going to be Lawton. Jonathan dumps for Hanson. Drops off Slinky out of bounds. And a great play by Biori to knock it out of play.
Yeah, that's why he was a defensive player last week. And like I said, very quick hands as a point guard and not quitting on plays. You got to understand, if he's around, you got to be strong with that basketball. Otherwise, he's going to take it.
Who's basketball? Eckerd thinks it's Eckerd's ball. And Stavrev tried to sell it, but nobody bought it.
That was pretty good, though.
That's right. Good try. Here is Lawton. Kicks out for DeAmberville. EJ starting to get extra minutes here based on his play. This is Lawton. Spins. Dumps. Slinky. Goes up. Go. No. Rebound on the floor. Comes down to Eckerd, and Biori will bring it up.
Hey, I think he just kind of rushed that one. And you got to the spot where you wanted to get to, but just kind of rushed it at the end.
Mocs lead at 7. Stavrev giving it up. Trying to go through there is Harris. He can't get it. Radonchik sets the pick. Biori dumps it down. That's Harris, and that's a bucket for Eckerd.
Yeah, they do a really good job. It's just a lot of ball screen action, so if you don't communicate, they're going to get downhill. They're going to get back cuts and get easy layups.
Mocs by 5. Hanson with it. And Cleary. Jones and DeAmberville. Go, threw it away. Wanted to lob it to Slinky, didn't work. Radonchik, and Jones got it back. And we got a jump ball. Now let's see. Yep. They're going to call a jump, and it's going to go back to Florida Southern. McLaren coming back, and so is Hagens for Eckerd.
That didn't take long. He was on the bench.
Yep, just enough to catch his breath. Here comes Tyler Smith for the Mocs. Sophomore out of Richmond, Indiana, giving Lawton a blow here.
It's going to be really important. Like I said, Jonathan's out, but you still got Brandon Hanson. You still got Slinky out there. You got Kai, who's been playing really well. And like I said, Danville had a really good game at Barry, too. So everybody on the court has a lot of confidence. So you still got to play with that confidence, move the basketball, try to get easy ones.
Hanson's averaging 34.6 minutes per game this year. Lawton is at 33.9.
I don't understand how they're not tired.
Well, Hanson never looks tired. Got it back. And then missed the shot.
Yep.
Yeah, he got a little off on that one because he lost the ball.
Yep.
So back the other way is Biori. Mocs still lead at 5, and we've been stuck on this one for a while. Both teams have cooled off. Biori all the way down, and Slinky blocked the shot, and I think they're going to get him for a foul.
Like I say, he's very crafty. Looked like Slinky had to block up top, but it might have been bodied down low with the referee's call, and he, like I said, he's back to the free throw line.
So Biori is 2 for 2 at the line today, and he'll get 2 more here, and Slinky will get his first foul. Roush and Marello back right now. That's 3 for 3 for Biori. Hanson will come out for the first time, and Slinky also coming out for the first time. And so 1 more for Marco Biori, who has 5 points so far. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and make it 6. And right away, Chris, you can say you don't want to put him on the line when it matters.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, he's one of the lead point guards where you understand, like, he understands he got to make free throws, he got to get everybody involved. Like you said, one of the top players in this conference for sure.
Cleary dumps it off for Tyler Smith. Here's D'Amberville for three. No. Rebound comes down to Cleary, and that Roush out of hand. Cleary, no. Rebound Biore. And it goes out off of Biore, and the Mocs are going to get it back. How about that?
Yeah, got a break right there because he was off to the races. It looked like he was about to get something good on their end.
Sure was.
Got a break there, caught one.
Smith inbounds for Roush. Inside for Marello. He'll spin, he'll fade, he'll score. Marello with 6, Mocs by 5.
Once again, getting to their spots. It was kind of like a little cross screen, got to the little block right there, and just a little fadeaway for a little 10, 15-foot jump shot.
Biore gives it up. Deep three, Stavrev. That will not go. Rebound D'Amberville. Mocs really doing a good job. They lead at 13-10 on the glass.
Yeah, like I said, defensively, it's just one shot and they're done.
Cleary. Oh, how about Kai Cleary? Say, get out of my way. Timeout on the floor. Mocs lead it by 7, and we're back with more after this on FSCMocs.com.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
And fans, since 1975, CPS Investment Advisors have helped clients plan for their future and achieve financial independence. CPS Investment Advisors believe that long-term lasting relationships with their clients is key to creating financial plans that deliver security and success. Thank you, CPS Investment Advisors, for your sponsorship support of Florida Southern Athletics. Call CPS Investments at 863-688-1725 or online at c-p-alliance.com. Well, let's go ahead and send it down to our Megan Price.
Thanks, guys. I've said it all season, and it's amazing to be able to hear the confidence that these boys have. Ben Marello really vocal during that timeout, telling the boys we're going to mess up, but if we continue to play with energy, that's how we make up for those mistakes. Coach Donnelly just telling the boys to continue to be active. Really happy with how they're performing right now. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Well, it's great to have Megan down there. We hear things we don't normally hear.
Right.
We have heard Ben Marello be a vocal leader in there. You get the sense he's going to coach someday?
Oh, possibly. Like I said, you never know, but that leadership, it comes with the territory, and I think he's been a really good leader for this team, even though he's probably not to say the star player. He does a lot of good things for this team, and that's what you need. You need that leader at times when it's tough to come out there and tell the team, hey, we're good. We're going to get into this. Be solid.
Biore missed the shot. The rebound comes down to Cleary. Good defensive effort by Tyler Smith. Cleary for Marello. Ben in the corner. He'll come back in. He'll fade. He'll shoot. No. Rebound, D'Amberville. And we got a whistle before, and I think D'Amberville's got the foul.
Yeah, that was good effort once again, but he just kind of pushed them a little bit to end up getting that offensive rebound. It happens, but like I said, the effort has been great right now for the Mocs offensively and defensively.
So 4 fouls now on the Mocs. Eckerd with only 1 so far here in the game. Remember in the women's game, Mocs had 30 free throws to 10 for Eckerd.
Yep.
This one looks like he may be going the other way. McLaren gave it up now for Gilbert. He's guarded by Cleary. Back out for Stavrev, who just missed a 3 a moment ago. Gilbert again, and now McLaren down low, and that's a shot blocked by Stavrev, but I think Morello's going to pick it up.
Yeah, tough one. He got sealed in right there. Try to gamble a little bit. Ben's pretty long, but they end up missing it. And thought he probably got a block shot, but he probably got him on the arm.
So Marello will get his first. So the Mocs with 5 fouls. That's the bad news. The good news is that 5 guys have 1 each.
Yeah, instead of 2 or 3 fouls on one player. So
Stavrev's free throw gets the roll, and Eckerd gets a little closer. Down 6. Stavrev for the year is only 5 of 8 from the line.
Hasn't been there too much. So
that says he's a three-point shooter from outside.
Yeah, sometimes it can be tough. That was kind of like my situation. I think my junior year, I shot too many threes, so I didn't get to the line.
Is that right? No roll that time, and a big rebound for E.J. D'Amberville. D'Amberville had 9 boards off the bench down at Barry last Saturday.
Oh, he's tough. Like he's really tough. Like I said, he's going to play with that energy, and sometimes we see him on power forwards and centers, so he's going to go out there and play his heart out.
Cleary. Roush for three. Rouse first three of the game. Mocs up 9 in his first basket of the game too.
Once again, really good job. They're attacking the basket. Now the threes are coming wide open because you attack the basket so much. Now the defense converges and you're getting wide open threes.
Corner, little fade by Gilbert. That will go. Marquise Gilbert now with 4. The Mock lead is 7. Roush's 3 with his 11th of the year. There's another one. Is it 12? No, not this time. How about messing a rebound up there? Boy, the Mocs are hustling about as hard as I've seen them hustle all year.
Yeah, the effort is, you can't coach effort, but right now the effort is just outstanding right now.
D'Ambreville and Tyler Smith out. Back in Jonathan Lawton. And it looks like Slinky Jones. Eckerd will make a sub as well. Excuse me, it's Admir Radonchik back in. And Stavrev will sit.
I was just saying, the second group pretty much been doing a pretty good job. You get Jonathan a break, you know. Sometimes he has to come in a little early, but right there the effort's been good. The offense execution been good, and Jonathan and Brett and everybody else can get a little break.
McLaren gives it up to Hagens into the corner. Open 3 is good.
Geez.
That's Marquise Gilbert, who's got 7 now for the Tritons, who are now down by 4.
Just like that. We thought, we was going to run away with it. Nope, it's a 4-point game.
Mocs ball the other way. And here is Slinky for Roush. Down low, Marello. Layup, got it. And 1, and Gilbert gets the foul.
Once again, it's just a little cross screen they're doing, and if you cut right in front of your face, Ben is 6'6", 6'7". He's very long. Got Gilbert on him, kind of undersized guard. He's going to finish over the top every time.
So Hansen back for Cleary. And you know what? That's as long as I've seen Brett Hansen sit out. Again, that says why those guys are playing pretty well.
Yeah, coach understands, and he's like, the offense is still flowing really well. Defensively, we're still engaged, and we're still keeping this lead. So I can give my guys, my main 2 guys, pretty much a break and have them come out fresh.
So Marello now with 9, and the Mock lead is 7. Ben, the leading scorer, he averages 7.7, so he is having himself an offensive game. Around the horn it goes. This is Biori and now Gilbert. Mocs defending really well inside. There's no gaps anywhere at this point. Here is Hagens. He's going to take that deep 3. There's another one by Myron Hagens. He's got 9, 3 threes. Mocs lead it by 4.
And sometimes that's just better offense. Because I thought Ben was right there, but he just ended up knocking down the shot.
Here is Marello back against Hagens. And finds Lawton. Lawton dumped it off for Rouse. Couldn't hold it. Scramble, jump ball, going back the other way to Eckerd.
Yep, tough one right there. Just kind of that bullet pass, like when you're 3 feet away, it can get you in trouble, especially if the bigs are not ready. So just really tough pass. End up trying to get on the floor to 50-50, but end up being Eckerd's ball.
Well, stay tuned for our halftime show. We will have head coach Mike Donnelly as the team leaves the floor, and then I'll be down on the floor interviewing outgoing, retiring Florida Southern Athletic Director Pete Meyer. We'll talk to him about his tenure here at Florida Southern and some of the accomplishments that have taken place under his direction here. That'll be right at the start of the half here on FSCMocs.com. There's Gilbert for 3. He won't get it. It's tipped, and Gilbert to get it back. He dumped it down for McLaren. McLaren, a reverse, doesn't go. Slinky saves it, finds Roush. Some hard passes, and they kept it. Here is Hansen. Lawton to Hansen. And now Brett will slow it down, and Lawton will have it. He's guarded by Hagens. Now this will be interesting. That ball knocked away. Bihori going to get a foul.
Yep.
Bihori reaching in and will pick up the foul, his first.
It's just going to be their third, but like I was just going to say, McLaren is 0 for 5 right now. So he's really struggling right now. Usually we see him, he makes those little layups and those little reverses. He's not really into the game right now.
Media timeout. Mocs lead it by 4. We are back in 30 seconds here on FSCMocs.com. Fans, we would like to thank Harrell LLC for being a corporate sponsor of the Florida Southern College Moccasins. Based here in Lakeland since 1941, Harrell's is a leading producer and distributor of customized agronomic solutions, including nutritional solutions to help your turf, landscape, and plants grow and thrive. Harrell's one priority is to contribute to your success in as many ways as possible, day in and day out. You can give them a call at 863-687-2774, or you can visit them online at harrells.com. Well, that was the final media timeout of the first half, Chris, and right now, Mock still shooting the ball pretty well and hanging in there against this good Eckerd team.
Yeah, Eckerd's trying to claw their way back. Gilbert's been doing a really good job. He had 7 points, hit a three right there in the corner, kind of got him a little bit closer. But like I said, for the Mocks, I just love their energy on the offense and defensive side. It seems like that's how you're supposed to come out. You're supposed to love this game. You're supposed to come out playing to win. And they're just getting on the floor to get offensive rebounds and playing together. So I just like how they're playing right now.
So the Mocks will have the ball. It is not a fresh clock, so you can watch with us, see if the Mocks know. They had 20 and not 30. Here's Hansen back for Roush, who fakes it, drives in, dumped it down for Marello. He's in trouble. The ball's on the floor, and we got another jump, and this one's going to stay at Florida Southern. That's just a bunch of hands in there reaching, right?
It's tough, yeah, especially if you don't catch it directly right there at the point. Eckerd's really good defensively. They get a lot of hands. They're going to knock it away from you. So the only thing now is to get on the basketball.
So the clock still sits at 20.
No, they're going to put 7?
Yeah, it should be. I would have thought it was less, right? Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah,
Let's see here.
It looks like the referee right here is trying to.
Yeah, you're trying to figure something out here. We'll check it out. That's 7. There you go.
That's what I figured,
7 seconds. And Mike Donnelly wants to know what's going on. It's Hansen. I don't know if they know. That's the problem. Hansen got to get the shot. They don't know. They simply don't know. He got the shot off, and he missed it. It's a shot clock violation. Mike Donnelly wanted to know what was going on here. The referee put 7. It seemed to me like, there was time off the clock from 20, but 13 seconds for that tie-up, that seemed like a lot.
That's a tough one, that much time. But, Mike thought just 20 seconds, give me back. And then he was like, wait a minute, 7 seconds.
Oops.
Now his team really didn't know. He had a tough shot right there that he had to take at the end.
Mox with a 4-point lead as Hagan sets the screen down low. Radoncic will not score. Roush will get a rebound. Radoncic thought he got fouled. Back the other way comes Lawton. Lawton will hold it. He'll dump it. Ben Marello wide open to throw an air ball up. That's not what you wanted. Biore back the other way for Eckerd.
That's a good shot. It's just, I'm not sure, just put a little bit too much on it.
A little hard there on the shot by Biore. Another rebound for Roush, and Marello back the other way. End-to-end stuff here at the Streamline Sale Arena. Lawton, he'll back it out. Hagan's with him. He'll take, Hagan's blocked the shot. How about that shot by Hagan's? And there's going to be a foul on the Mocs.
That's Jonathan. I think it's on Jonathan. Oh, no, it's on Slinky.
Yeah, Slinky will get his second foul. Well, that's an interesting switch. They put a guy taller than Lawton.
That was a good scouting report, though. Right there, he understands. I've seen it plenty of times when Jonathan kind of goes between the legs and the little hang dribble. He's going to pull up. So that was just a good scouting. He stayed on it.
Yeah, he saw it. That's for sure. Well, here's Biore. It's still a 4-point Mock lead. Down low, Radoncic will get the roll this time. And now it's a 2-point Florida Southern lead.
It's a tough-minded team right here, this Eckerd team. Like I said, McLaren has not scored yet, and they're down 2 points.
Well, last year here in the conference tournament, he didn't play, and they won by 2.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they're not just one player, that's for sure. Here is Marello. And Lawton. Now guarded by Gilbert. Lob for Roush, back to Lawton. The jumper will not go, but it's going to be a foul on Radoncic, and Jonathan will get a couple of free throws.
Yeah, just a little dribble handoff right there. Just getting Jonathan open just a little bit. And right there, you can't high-five a guy when they shoot the basketball, so that's obviously a foul.
Florida Southern at 70.4 for the year from the line, and we mentioned Eckerd at 70.6, so very similar free throw shooting teams.
Yep, both teams are 5-2 scoring wise. Eckerd 76, we're 79, almost 80. So almost similar to a certain extent.
Well, Lawton now 89 of 101 this year from the free throw line. Cleary comes back in for the Mocs. And let's see who comes out It looks like Slinky is out. Slinky has 2 fouls, so we won't see him again for the first half. Here is Jonathan, one more. And no good. So the Mock lead is 3, and we go under 2 minutes to go here in half number 1. And it has been what we thought it would be, and we got a whistle inside on Florida Southern. And let's see who they get here. Looks like Jack's going to get it. And it will be 1 and the bonus for the Tritons.
Yep.
So Radonchik will come to the line. He has 2 points in the game. And for the year, he is 25 of 49, 51%.
Someone you probably want to send to the free throw line at the end of the games. Yeah, he knocked that one. He knocked it down, though.
Looked pretty good on that one. One more for Admir Radonchik. And the Mock lead is 2. And 1. Got them both. Stavrev will come in. And Radonchik will sit. So it's a 1-point Mock lead. And we still got a little less than 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And we have a timeout call. Now, I would imagine this is a 30. But we will check. It will be a 30, so we'll keep it here. Florida Southern calling the timeout. Well, right now the Mocs are 12 of 29, but their shooting was pretty good early on. Eckerd has gotten a little tougher defensively.
Yep, you see right here there's no field goals for the Mocs the last 3 minutes, 21 minutes. So kind of going through a little drought, but I still like the energy, I still like the effort. You got 2 minutes left. Try to see if you can get some momentum going to the half. Don't allow Eckerd to get the lead because, like I said, they've been crawling their way back. They've been fighting. They've been real gritty. So just continue what you're doing, and I think it'll be okay going to the halftime.
Well, Eckerd's only 8 of 23 from the floor, only 34.8%. The Tritons are 9 of 10 at the free throw line, and the Mocs are 4 of 5 so far. So that's the difference. 18-16, Florida Southern still leading the rebounding in this game, and both teams with 12 defensive boards. Now Eckerd's second in the league in defensive rebounds. Mocs are hanging in there.
Exactly. And I think you got to credit the Mocs to the offensive rebounds that they had at the beginning. Oh, look, they came out.
There's the press. And a little trap. It goes out.
Push.
We got a foul. And Eckerd has a foul to give. So the Mocs will keep the basketball here. Let's see who gets it. Looks like Hagens.
Yep. Got him. That was a good call. I like that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Really well coached. Come out thinking you're just going to run man-to-man.
Yeah, and then they trap you. Well, the Sunshine State Conference will miss Tom Ryan. I don't think Florida Southern will miss him.
I'm not going to either. Congratulations on a career, but like I say, he's been a really good coach, recruiting-wise.
Well, he was an assistant there for years. He played there. I'm just guessing here, 35, 40 years at Eckerd.
Easy.
Something like that.
Easily,
I mean, played 4 years for Jim Harley, the great Jim Harley, who was their first ever coach and coached all the way up to Tom Ryan. I mean, this is like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, it's just
they just don't change coaches.
Yeah, they just
and
there's somebody within the program who already been there, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna take over and we're just gonna continue this train.
Yep, there you go. That's right. That's exactly right. And now they are conducting a national search for the next head coach here for Eckerd College.
I wonder who that's going to be. I'm really interested to see. Yep.
No idea. I know that Nova Southeastern, when Nova did it, they went to West Liberty, which is one of the best Division II teams in the country, got their coach. So,
that now, right?
Could be something like that. Marello, he's in trouble, and he'll shoot too.
Good job. Like, once again, going to the basket, been really aggressive. Getting to the basket, getting to mid-range, getting to the free throw line.
So Bennett can get in double figures here. It's a 1-point Mock lead. Still plenty of time here in the first half, by the way, as you can see.
Yeah,
so Marello will shoot two.
Yeah, especially with this Eckerd team. Like I said, they can get hot at any time. So got to play, like I said, be focused and play the full 40.
Ben is now 34 of 47, 73% from the line. One more to try to give the Mocs a 2-point lead. And does. Got the roll.
Oh,
we got a whistle.
Yep.
Yeah, clearing out. And that's going to be on McLaren, who will get his first foul.
Send him right back to the free throw line.
Oh, let's see. Wait a minute. They may be going the other way. Who'd they call it on? The players were heading back down towards the other way. Thought they called it on McLaren.
They called it on Hagens.
Oh, they did. Now they changed it to Hagens.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. And now it's one in the bonus for Kai Cleary, who has 4 first-half points, the only reserve to score so far today for the Mocs. Cleary for the year is 20 of 27 from the line. Now they have 6 fouls listed on the board here. I would assume that was 7. So Hagens is out, Radoncic is in here, and it is 1-1 for Kai Cleary, and now both teams with 7 fouls. So a chance for maybe the Mocs to get a better than 1 possession lead.
There you go.
Cleary now with 5, and the Mocs lead it by 3. If they can get this one, they'll have a 4-point lead.
Yeah, got these free ones, got to knock them in. Like I said, could be a situation where it could be a 2-point game, 4-point game at the end. You need these free throws to go in.
And he got them both. Kai Cleary now with 6. The Mock lead is 4. Biori will bring it up here for Eckerd College.
And you see, like, I'm not sure. It looks like the Mocs are in a matchup. You see they're, like, in the little zone. Yeah,
it's a little 2-on-2 action here.
Yeah.
Radoncic down low. That's McLaren. He will not score. And their second shot doesn't go by Radoncic. Roush gets the rebound. Lawton gets the basketball. Mocs switch it up, play a zone. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, they're usually a man-to-man team.
Roush trying to drive, stripped away. Can he get it back? No, Eckerd's going to win it back. Here's Biori. He's going all the way, and
called a foul early.
Did they call it early, or is it and 1? I think they're going to give it to him. Let's see.
That's 1-1.
Nope,
yeah,
1-1.
They
okay.
called it early.
All right.
I'm grateful for that because he went down there with a nice little reverse finish. It could have been an and 1 opportunity.
So he is 4 for 4 so far today, and 5 for 5. You know, for him, 1-1 might as well be 2.
I know, right? Yeah, he's just going up there, just like Jonathan, just calm, cool, and collected, and knocked him down.
Shaquille Harris back in for Eckerd. Lawton will sit, and E.J. Damberville back in. Mock lead is 3. Biori can cut it down by 1. And does. 6 for 6 from the line. Watch it. There's a near steal. Whoa, that was close.
Got to be careful.
Hansen will get it in front court. Boy, that was a good play by Marquise Gilbert.
Yeah, almost got that steal. It can't just be, like I said, lackadaisical with the passes.
Well, that's one thing. The Mocs have not been here in the first half, that's for sure. That was the only time I can remember. Hansen almost lost it. Got it back. Will go up. Will not score. And Eckerd will get a rebound with Radoncic. And now the Tritons can tie or take the lead. Biori deep outside for Harris, and he's going to bring it back out. Biori for the lead.
That's off.
It is off, and Marello will get a rebound, and he'll bring it up. Here is Hansen. Down low, it's Marello. Got it. Yep. What a play and 1. How about Ben Marello with 11 first-half points? And let's check that, 12 first-half points, and a chance for number 13, the foul on Biori. He will pick up his second.
And I was just about to say, you got the opportunity to slow it down a little bit, maybe possibly, but
wait. Yeah, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought the scoreboard said 3, but it did say 2. Marello will get it. How about Ben with 13 first-half points? Eckerd will get Damian Gordon back in, and Biori will sit. Mocs with a 5-point lead. That's a big transition there. And how about the pass by Brett Hansen?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I was saying slow it down. You got enough time, but good job right there just running transition. Ben coming right down the lane for the easy 2.
Near steal that time by the Mocs. Gilbert with Cleary on him. And Harris down into the paint for Radoncic. He'll go up, and he'll travel. Great job by the Mocs. And again, Roush just holds his ground.
Yeah, he holds his ground. He kind of plays that cat and mouse game pretty much. He'll hold his ground, then right there look like he might have pulled the chair a little bit, so he's waiting for the contact, and there's nobody there.
Mocs by 5 can get the last shot. Hansen going down, lost the ball, got back by D'Amberville. He fires up a prayer. No. And we have come to the end of a very competitive first half here tonight on the Streamline Sale Arena floor inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse. The Florida Southern College Mocs will take a 5-point lead into the locker room at the half. We will get head coach Mike Donnelly with our Megan Price here momentarily, and then stay tuned as we will have outgoing Florida Southern College athletic director Pete Meyer on down on the floor to talk about his tenure here at Florida Southern. We now have Megan Price down here with Mocs head coach Mike Donnelly.
That's right. I'm here with head coach Mike Donnelly. Coach, coming out in this first half, the boys have had a ton of energy. Why do you think they've had so much spark in this half?
It's January 16th. We're both 12-3. We're both 5-2 in the conference. This is a big game. These guys are, we're experienced. They're experienced. 6 weeks left in the season. They better come on with energy. I was happy that we were ready to play.
Awesome. Well, some of our top scorers haven't scored too many points tonight, so what do you think Eckerd's defense is doing correct to stop our offense?
They're just physical. You know, they grab, they hold, they push up. You know, they switch every ball screen, every handoff, so we're trying to avoid that. You know, we're trying to do some things off the ball. I think we're doing a good job with some cutters. I want to stay with that. And then you just got to be patient. We have to know when to go, when not to go offensively. I think some of our guys got to do a little bit better job of recognizing when to go, when not to go. If we can do that, we're going to win the game.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. We're going to let you get in there to your team. Thanks for spending some time with us. Thanks, guys. Back to you in the booth.
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Megan. Well, don't go away. We're going to step aside for a minute. We hope to have Florida Southern Athletic Director Pete Meyer on with us. Now, he is out there working on the nets here, as what athletic directors do. So, Chris, if there's any problem, you pick it up when we come back. All right, don't go away. 1 minute break, and we will hopefully come back with Pete Meyer right after this on FSCMocs.com.
Check out this freak. Birth name Hannah. Not a dresses her dog in human baby clothes kind of freak. Nah, Hannah has a cat. Hannah's a freak about fresh baked every 4 hours bread. Look at her, utilizing a bread colored perfect gauge thingy. So it's just right. Yep, Hannah's a freak. The kind of freak that makes the world a better place to eat. Freaky fresh, freaky fast, Jimmy John's, freak yeah.
Look, here's the thing about Diet Coke. It's delicious. It makes me feel good. Life is short. If you want to live in a yurt, yurt it up. If you want to run a marathon, I mean, that sounds super hard, but okay. I mean, just do you, whatever that is. And if you're in the mood for a Diet Coke, have a Diet Coke. Diet Coke, because I can.
Welcome back. We're down the floor with retiring, and it still sounds funny. It's going to stay that way. Florida Southern Athletic Director Pete Meyer. Pete, we had to make you hustle over here. You were out working on the net.
Well, they had a net wire break, and we had to fix it, and I was helping Brink and Drew get it ready to go.
Were you supervising out there a little?
I was just standing there holding the other stuff.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Pete Meyer, the athletic director here at Florida Southern. I think you surprised a lot of people with your decision to leave at this time. Can you fill us in a little bit about what prompted you to make the decision?
It's been a long time coming with my wife and I, and we've always said we were going to be out at a certain time and go do our thing together, and we have some opportunities to do a couple things that we want to do in life, and it came a little quicker than we thought. Thought it was another year or two down the road, and this was the right time, and you know, you go with it, and I'm excited about it. 31 years in college athletics.
Wow, 31 years. Wow, that's a lot. Now, before Florida Southern, where were you? Or this is all at Florida Southern?
No, 21 at Florida Southern, but I spent some time at Valdosta State University, Oglethorpe University, and the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, over that other 10 years.
Well, we're going to put a graphic up to show some of your accomplishments here during your time at Florida Southern. Anything stick out for you in terms of national championships or conference championships? Any real fond memories? I'm sure you've got a ton of them, but anyone that maybe sticks out a little bit?
Well, last year's volleyball getting to the final game was pretty neat, the national runner-up. But, I mean, lacrosse, women's lacrosse, winning a national title in the 5th year of existence, and we started the program. That was tremendous. Men's basketball with Link Darner's tenure here, and then going on and winning the national championship. I saw 2 championships in golf. I can't tell you how many conference championships. Somebody told me there were 33 in the last 10 years, and that's just amazing. With the athletes and the coaches, we've been fortunate at Florida Southern.
Well, of course, when you talk about athletics, you got to go to the other side of the ledger, too, and that's academics. That's why they're here in the first place, and you guys have a great track record there as well.
We have outstanding academic program at Florida Southern College, and the athletes lead the way. I think it was 7 Elite 90 award. Those are the top GPA at the national championships over these last 10 years, and we've had 40 academic All-Americans, to go along with the other 139 All-Americans. So the athletes are not only good on the field, but they're great in the classroom and they're great in the community.
Well, the one thing, too, when you look at Florida Southern's athletic program under your tenure, it has been really well-rounded for all sports. When you think about the conference championships that you have won and the overall championships for all sports, great, significant achievement.
Well, when you look at the number of sports that are competing at the national level, and last year we won both sports cups in the Sunshine State Conference and finished 5th in the National Learfield Sports Cup, a national ranking for the well-rounded sports programs that we have. But the emphasis here is across the board, equity in all sports, and we want our women's teams to do as well as our men's teams, and there's no difference. We're expected to win. All our coaches are expected to win.
Well, and also a lot of construction has taken place under your regime here. And when I look outside and look at that softball field and I look at that soccer lacrosse field, holy cow.
Well, we've been fortunate, and that's a direct result of the type of support we have for our athletic program, because that's all private money coming into the school for athletics. And with the purchase of Henley Field, the clubhouse at Henley Field, the remodel of Jenkins Fieldhouse, the Winnie Worden Tennis Center, the dock down for the water ski team. You can go on and on and on, and it's all private money that has come in for athletics because people believe in what we're doing here, because we're putting out quality student athletes that graduate, that achieve great things in life, and some turn pro, but not that many actually turn pro. And we are fortunate to have tremendous support from Dr. Ann Kerr and the administration at Florida Southern College, and Dr. Bob Fryer and the Board of Trustees. It's just phenomenal. And I don't think I could ever work for a better place if I ever went to work. I'm retiring from college athletics, and I'll always be a Mock.
That's great. Well, Pete, on behalf of all of us at Florida Southern College, all the best to you and your family. We wish you the best, and when you get back down here, you got to stop in.
Most definitely, I'll be back.
Mock's retiring, still the wrong word, Athletic Director Pete Meyer. Don't go away. Mock's lead it by 5. We've got more here at the half on FSCMox.com.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop. High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
What's up, guys? It's Megan here for another edition of Megan's Minute, and this time we're here with freshman number 13 guard EJ Danverville. EJ, you have a minute to answer as many questions as you can, so are you ready?
Yes.
Quit cheating. I see you reading the questions.
I'm ready.
All right, your minute is about to start, so here we go. What's your favorite movie?
He Got Game.
If you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
Italy.
Who's the best singer on the team?
Slank.
Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Which teammate would win an arm wrestling competition?
JB.
Why did you choose to attend Florida Southern?
It was just the best fit for me.
Where are you originally from?
Boston, Mass.
Who's the team clown?
Me?
Does pineapple go on pizza?
No.
What's your favorite food?
Macaroni and cheese.
What's your biggest fear?
Heights.
Chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Chocolate.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
How good are you at Fortnite?
The best.
If you could be any animal, which would you be?
A bull.
How old were you when you started playing basketball?
Since I can remember.
If you could meet anyone living or dead, who would you meet?
Michael Jackson.
What's your favorite place to eat in Lakeland?
Harry's.
What's your favorite memory as a Florida Southern athlete?
Meeting these guys first day.
Awesome. Well, that's your minute. Thanks for tuning in with us this time, guys, and we'll see you next game with another Megan's Minute.
Observe this total unabashed freak. Mark. Not the kind of freak who wears a suit of armor to a Renaissance fair. Nay, not Mark. Mark is a Jimmy John's kickin' ranch freak. Look at him. Pureeing hot cherry peppers into fresh buttermilk with the fervor of a kid at the gates of an amusement park. Yes! Mark's a glorious kickin' ranch freak, and we totally love him for it. Let the dippin's beginnings. Freaky fresh, freaky fast, Jimmy John's.
Lake Myrtle Advanced Dentistry has proudly served the dental needs of all surrounding areas in Polk County. Advanced Dentistry ensures you will receive the highest standard of care. They value and understand what a beautiful smile can do for your self-esteem and confidence. Thank you, Lake Myrtle Advanced Dentistry, for your support of the Florida Southern College Mocs. Give Dr. Acosta a call at 863-662-9973, or you can visit them online at drcostam-d.com. And the Lunds Group is a full-service architectural firm headquartered in Lakeland. Founded in 1987 by Edward Lunds on the simple principle of listening and a holistic approach to design, the firm provides a value-based, client-centered design process that's all-inclusive from the onset of a project. We'd like to thank the Lunds Group for supporting Florida Southern Athletics, and you can visit them online at lunds.com or call 863-682-1882. Well, let's take a look at some of the all-time leaders here at Florida Southern. We focus on Brett Hansen and we focus on Jonathan Lawton. And Chris, I'm going to give you an old buddy of yours here. I'm going to bring him up here in a second. Hansen right now is the 17th leading scorer in Florida Southern history with 1,206 points. 16th place, Dominique Williams, 1,273 from 2013 to 16, and I know you know him well.
Yeah. Grew up playing against him. He's from Haines City. A really good player. Like I say, he's about 6'5", can shoot it, very strong. He's a really good defender. He used to cause me problems. So he used to switch out on me because he's so strong. So really good player, and I'm glad that he went to a Division I. I'm glad he came here, got a national championship under his belt.
Well, our congratulations to Brett, because while we did not do games for the past two, he reached the 500 rebound plateau here at Florida Southern. They have a list of 1,000 points, 500 rebounds. And Brett became the 17th player to get that honor here at Florida Southern. The previous one was Brett Bailey, who I remember very well from 2010 to 13. Now, Jonathan Lawton, he is going to wind up, unless something happens here, he's going to wind up as the Mocs' all-time leading scorer in points per game.
Right.
He came in at 22.1, and he is 3 points ahead, or almost 3 full points ahead of John Ebling, the great John Ebling, and Dan Wright a little bit further behind. He's fourth in three-point field goal percentage with 42.6 coming in. Today he's 0 for 4, so that's going to hurt that a little bit. Tony Newberg is third. He played way back in 91 to 93. And in free throws, he came in at 85%. He is 3 of 4 today. He is third. Ryan Rayfield, who played here from 2007 to 11, is second at 85.4. And Seth Evans, who played here from 2011 to 13, is at 89.1. So, Chris, anytime you're over 80, I don't care what you're talking about. That is just great free throw shooting.
That's just a lot of concentration. That's pretty much his confidence, too, because it's you in the basket pretty much at the free throw line. Everybody thinks, oh, it's an easy shot, but some people just mentally psych themselves out pretty much, and it's just a lot of repetition, a lot of shots you got to put up, a lot of confidence you got to put into it. And it's amazing because he's playing so many minutes, he's scoring so many points, and then he's going to the free throw line and still having that confidence and that mentality to make the free throws.
Well, as a player at App State, did you have a period at all when you had confidence as far as free throw shooting?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I gained that confidence throughout all my years. Because understanding I was a point guard, so usually the point guards are in at the end of the game, so they're fouling you got to go up there and hit clutch shots. So usually that kind of just came like a habit, and you went up there with the confidence, and you didn't really worry about if you missed it or not. And there was a point where my junior season I shot 83% from the free throw line. So you kind of get you just kind of get used to it. You put in them situations, you kind of get used to it like a habit, and you just got to go up and knock them down.
Is it a groove? Is that what it is? You get in a groove?
It is, but sometimes it's been certain situations where I didn't score all game. Then they found me. I got to go make 2 free throws, right? and I went up there and knocked them down. I only had 2, but I'm like, hey, coach, I made the most important points of the game. So, but like Jonathan Lawton, he's getting there. He's already at 100 attempts. I had maybe 50, 70. He's going to have almost possibly 180, 200. So.
Well, second half about to get underway. The Mocs will carry a 5-point lead into the final 20 minutes. They wound up shooting 13 of 32 from the floor in the first half for 40.6. Eckerd only 8 of 26 for 30.8. We're ready to go. Biore has the basketball. Teams have switched sides. 20 more minutes to go. Mocs lead it by 5. And Stavrev hands off to Biore. And then sets a pick for him. Biore going to go all the way down and got the roll. Marco Biore with 10 points for the Tritons.
Like I said, just very crafty, getting downhill. Even though Brent Hansen is a really good defender on the perimeter, Biore is just, like I said, just knows how to get the basketball around the rim, especially when he's in the paint.
Down low for Marello. Boy, he was hot in the first half. Is he still? Yes, he is. Ben with 15, and the Mocs back up 5.
Once again, like I said, he's on the block. So right now you got a hook shot or right to the basket. He's just shooting a little fadeaway jump shot and shooting right over McLaren.
This is Gilbert. Lawton with him. Gilbert goes up. Slinky tries to help, and Gilbert scores.
Yeah, that was a tough move. I thought Slinky was going to get the block, but he kind of avoided him mid-air and still got the layup to go.
9 points for Gilbert. Here is Roush and Hansen. Hansen wanted the 3. Still with it. He fades. He shoots. Didn't get the roll. Marello up and scores. How about Ben? He's got 17 tonight, and the Mocs go up 5.
Yeah, right there. Brett took a tough one, but like I said, your teammate has your back. Ben's been playing really well tonight. Just offensive glass. Like I said, attacking the offensive glass, got an easy one.
Deep 3, Biore. Yes, it goes. 13 for Marco Biore. The Moc lead is 2.
Yeah, once you think you just kind of getting a 5-point lead, almost 7-point lead, then like I said, the seniors on this Eckerd team, they make big shots.
And again, McLaren without a point so far today. And Eckerd almost got a steal there through Drushawn McLaren.
Yeah, and still, like I said, even though he has no points tonight, other people on his team are doing things, and you cannot forget about him. Like I said, in clutch situations, we've seen plenty of times where he scores 6 in a row, 7, 8 in a row.
Yeah, he's 0 for 6 from the field right now and has only 1 rebound.
Yeah.
And played nearly the whole first half. Yeah. Lawton doesn't get a roll. Biore gets a rebound, and Eckerd can tie or take the lead on this trip. Biore, this is Stavrev, and now Gilbert. Gilbert has played really well. Hagens, another 3, in and out. Wow. Boy, that would have given the Tritons the lead. Hansen will get a rebound. That's his second. And he'll have the basketball. Here is Roush and Marello. Down for Roush. Roush goes up too hard. Can he get a rebound? No, he cannot. Biore will get it. He'll outlet it to McLaren. Here he comes. He'll throw it up. He will not get the roll. Who's going to get it? Hansen tried to save it. It goes out, and what are they going to call? They're going to give it back to Eckerd.
Yep. Once again, McLaren in transition. Like I said, we've seen him plenty of times make those and get the roll, but tonight just the roll's not kind of falling for him this way. But like I said, his team is still 2 points away because they got other players on this team, and they're really well coached.
Biore inbounds for Hagens, and now Biore gets it back. He's got a little running room. He reverses, and we got a tie. Biore with 15-6 here in the second half, and we are all even at 40.
Like I said, really tough, really gritty point guard, one of the better players in this league. And when this team needs him to score, like I said, he's going to score the basketball.
Marello for Roush. Here is Slinky. Slinky sees an opening. The jump hook doesn't go. Roush had the rebound, couldn't hold it. And it's going to be won by Stavrev, and now Eckerd can take the lead.
So very physical, may take Slinky take a tough layup right there. I'm not sure that was the best shot to take.
McLaren going in. He kicks it out. Almost threw it away, but Biore somehow got a hold of it. He's going to run in against Hansen and will score. He's got 17, and Eckerd goes up 2. First time in a while the Tritons have been in the lead.
Yeah, he's on fire right now. Like I said, it's been pretty much a one-man show with him out there hitting the threes, getting to the lane. It's been like 3 situations where he's got layups.
Lawton, the jumper, no, rolled out. Lawton tried to keep it in play, does to Roush. Pass deflected. Marello, he
saved it again.
It's going to be saved. Lawton got it right in front of his own bench. Roush is down and scores. How about the pass from Jonathan Lawton, the awareness, and we're tied again.
And that was a good job, like I said, heads-up play because Eckerd was out there scrambling, trying to get that steal, and Jonathan Lawton heads-up play, Jack Roush right there under there for an easy layup.
This is Gilbert. Stavrev in the corner. Slinky got a hand on it. Roush gets the pass. Lawton gets it. Mocs coming back the other way now with Marello, and we're all even up. Ben has had a great offensive game. A layup is good. How about his move? 19 for Ben. Mocs lead it by 2.
And that was a great job just in transition, understanding okay, I got a little guard on me. Just take my time, get to my spot, and got the layup.
Yeah, I think they're telling somebody to sit down, and I don't know who that is. I didn't see Eckerd players up, did you?
I didn't either. Maybe he was talking to the assistant coach or maybe somebody. But I mean, it happens all the time. Assistant coach trying to communicate as well too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So not sure who was trying to tell to sit down.
Well, we got a timeout of the floor. Mocs lead it by 2. Don't go away. We're back with more after this on FSCMocs.com. Fans, we would like to thank Making Lakeland Smile for being a sponsor of Florida Southern College Athletics. Making Lakeland Smile Dentistry helps you obtain the smile you've always wanted. Dr. Nofal and his team is adept at making your appointment as comfortable as possible. Give them a call at 863-648-5338 or visit online at makinglakelandsmile.com. Let's go ahead and send it down to Megan Price.
Thanks, guys. Coach Donnelly a little less impressed than he's been in previous timeouts. Again, a very vocal Ben in that timeout. Coach Donnelly just told the boys that they need to jump to the ball and be more aggressive if they want to pull this game out. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right. Well, you know what? You walk the walk, you talk the talk. All right.
That's definitely right, though. But he has a point. Right now, I think it's just really been like a one-man show. Like, Rory's been tremendous in the second half. He kind of reeled them back, like I said, within 2 points, hit a 3, hit like 3 or 4 layups already, get into the paint. So right now, like I said, when he wants to score, his team needs to score. He can score the basketball, but for the most part, he's going to get everybody involved, and he's going to be a really tough defender.
Well, Marello has 19 and Biore has 17. No one else in double figures either team. So it's been those two guys, and that young man with it right there is one of them. That's Biore. Gives it up. That's Higgins. You don't want him to take it. He missed. How about Hanson skying for the board? His third rebound of the game.
Like I said, he's a really good rebounding guard. They're only at 6'2". People underestimate his athleticism and how determined he is to get rebounds.
Marello looking for someone to cut. Finds Jones. And here is Lawton. He's wide open. Lawton drains the 3. Jonathan Lawton now with 8 points in the game. The Mocs go back up 5.
Like I said, he's been kind of quiet because Ben, he's been doing a great job tonight. But we've seen plenty of times that he hits one shot
and gets going, right?
Going quick.
Yeah, Lawton only 2 of 8 from the floor so far here tonight. Oh, a turnover. Unforced turnover by Eckerd. Now, the last time down, Lawton was open. This time an unforced turnover. That's 2 possessions now where Eckerd has kind of just dropped back and done nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what if you're the Mocs, you're loving that right now. Defensively, you're kind of confusing them because now they're going back to the little zone or little matchup zone and causing them to turn the ball over and get out of their rhythm offensively.
Radoncic is back in now for Eckerd. And Lawton will bring it up. Guarded by Biore. Here is Hanson with Gilbert. Marello with a screen. Marello's got it. Open Jay. That's going to be short. And the rebound comes down to Higgins, it looks like, for Eckerd. So the Mocs lead it by 5, and Eckerd will have the ball. This is McLaren and Higgins. Biore. Boy, they're not going to let him shoot. Yes, they are. Missed it. Rebound Marello. And for Ben, that'll be his 3rd board of the game.
Right there, you see, like I said, the zone is kind of causing Eckerd to slow down a little bit, causing a little trouble.
Fade away by Lawton is short. An air ball. Hanson's going to save to Roush. Brett read it well. Kept it in play. Shot clock in effect. Here's Hanson. Bumping against Gilbert. And Gilbert's going to get a foul.
Once again, Brett Hanson just energized the bunny pretty much. Understanding that he shot an air ball, but it's still in play. Give my team another chance, another opportunity, end up getting fouled.
So Gilbert comes out, and Gianni Daly checks back in for Eckerd. I get a feeling that Hanson and Gilbert are not going to like each other too much by the time this thing is over.
You see they're kind of going at it.
They are.
It's just 2 competitive guys.
Slinky by 3. He's got 8. The Mocs lead at 8. Second 3 in the game for Jaquan Slinky Jones.
Yeah, once again, like I said, the ball movement offensively for the Mocs has just been really good. Finding the open man, Slinky, and everybody else and knocking down these shots.
This is Gianni Daly. He leads the team off the bench with 8 points a game. Higgins gives it up. McLaren has really been quiet.
Especially in the zone, yep.
Mock's doing a good job on it. Biori drops it back out. Deep three by Daly will go.
Jeez.
Gianni Daly's first basket of the game. I mentioned he leads them off the bench with 8. Now he's got 3, and the Mocs lead it by 5. And we are going to have a timeout on the floor here, and let's see if it's a 30 or a full. It looked like Jack Roush kind of got hit on the noggin down there on that last exchange. It is a full timeout. So we'll go ahead and step aside. Mocs lead it by 5. We're back in 30 here on FSCMocs.com.
This is Matt. Look at him, the little freak. Not a calls his mother mommy even though he's a full-grown adult kind of freak. Nah, Matt says mom. Matt's a super fresh lettuce freak, slicing it daily to 3/32 of an inch, the tastiest width for lettuce. Good for you, Matt, you dang lettuce freak. Keep high-quality sandwiching yourself into our hearts. Freaky fresh, freaky fast, Jimmy John's, freak yeah.
Fans, we would like to thank Office Furniture Depot for being a sponsor of Florida Southern College Athletics. Office Furniture Depot is an independent dealer that makes sure that their customers get the highest quality and the best value of office furniture available in the marketplace. Office Furniture Depot's professional team represents over 80 years of experience in the office furniture industry. You can visit their store on US Highway 98 North in Lakeland, or you can check them out online at officefurnituredepot.com. And the Terrace Hotel is the official hotel of Florida Southern College Athletics. The Terrace Hotel is a full-service hotel conveniently located in the heart of downtown Lakeland. They offer spacious guest rooms, attentive service, and an upscale atmosphere. The Terrace was selected as one of the top 10 iconic college town hotels. You can book your reservations today at 863-688-0800 or online at terracehotel.com. Well, Chris, a 5-point lead for the Mocs. This game has been what we thought it would be.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be back and forth. Two really good teams, and like I said, almost similar in offensive, defensive efficiency, and they're both 5-2 in the conference. I thought the Mocs were about to go up 10, but like I said, Daly just came and hit that big-time 3 to cut it back down to 5. So, like I said, got to be focused throughout this full game because Eckerd, like I said, it can get hot quick.
Well, both teams with 14 points here in the second half. Mocs had a 5-point lead at the half, and that's where we are. Hansen going around Daly will score easily. Brett Hansen now is 6, and the Moc lead grows to 7.
Yeah, that was a good heads-up play right there, just to understand that Daly is a little bit slower than Brett Hansen, so he just kind of blew right by him, got an easy one.
Higgins faked the 3. McLaren dumped it back. Corner, wide open 3, Daly again. Got the roll. Gianni Daly with 2 threes in a row. Mock lead down to 4.
Yeah, got that nice shooter's roll that everybody loves in this gym. So really good offense right there by Eckerd just to swing the ball for the wide open corner 3 for him.
Here is Rouse trying to go down for Marello, and a great pass and a bucket. How about Jack Roush's pass? Ben with 21.
And that was a great pass. McLaren was right there, but he didn't see the ball, so he threw it right past his head and got Ben an easy layup.
Biori drops it off. He's got it back. Hansen's chasing him. Radoncic for 3. That's not going to go. Hansen, who's going to get a rebound here? It's going to be Eckerd getting it. McLaren going up, and he will not score. Rouse will get a rebound. He'll outlet for Lawton. It's 2-on-1. It's Slinky. It's a jam. It's a jam. Bam. Thank you, man. And the Mocs lead it by 8.
And like I said, once again, defense led to the offense. Got to make a decision. You want Jonathan to score, you want Slinky to score. And like I said, what'd you say, jam, bam?
Jam, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's right. And a foul going to be called on Lawton as Daly went around his screen. Jonathan will get his second foul.
Yeah, end up getting caught up on his arm, the inside arm right there. But like I said, the Mocs got a lot of momentum going into this media timeout I think it's about to be.
Mocs lead it by 8. Don't go away. Back with more after this on FSCMocs.com.
Freak alert, Jalen. Not like a slips into baby talk when he's feeling insecure kind of freak. Not even a little bit. Jalen's a freak about hand-slicing all-natural meats for every Jimmy John's sandwich he makes. Look at his unfettered joy. And not just for ham. You should see him with Capicola. Thank you, Jalen. Your meat freakiness means better sandwiches for all. Freaky fresh, freaky fast, Jimmy John's, freak yeah.
Well, fans at Waller Insurance are here to protect, serve, and champion your business through optimal and innovative risk management solutions. Visit thinkwaller.com to view our available services and give us a call at 863-510-5155 to see how we can meet your needs. Mock's lead is 8, one of the bigger leads in the game. Let's send it down to our Megan Price.
Coach is having a little bit of a separate conversation during that timeout. They were unhappy about what they thought was a missed illegal screen call. The boys, again, very vocal as they sat on the bench with each other. Not sure why, but Ben Marello said he thinks we can outplay them if we play strong for 30 seconds. He said not 25, not 28. You got to go in and play strong for these next 30 seconds. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Does he sound like a coach or what?
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, definitely. That's something your coach wants to say. You can't play defense for 25, 20 seconds, 29 seconds. You got to play defense with a full 30 seconds.
Yep. And that's true, right? And,
yeah,
that's very true. Well, here we go with Daly to inbound it right in front of his own bench. Mock lead is 8, and Chris, is this an important time in the game for Eckerd?
Oh, definitely. It's not going to make or break them, but just try to maintain, try to stay close within the game, because you allow the Mocs to kind of get going and increase his lead. It can be tough for them to come back.
This is Daly again. He's hit a couple of threes. McLaren takes the 3. Air ball at the shot clock. Boy, this guy is just not on tonight.
Yeah, it happens. I've had plenty of games. We've seen the greats, really good players have really tough games. It's just not going their way, but at the same time, he can get it going quickly too. So hopefully the Mocs just continue to do a good job on him, make things tough for him, because we don't want him to get going as well too.
Well, let's see if the Mocs can get a 10-point lead here. Nice spin move by Hansen, and I don't think he'll shoot, but he got ripped pretty hard on that one.
Yeah, like I say, he's just taking advantage. He got a little quickness right here on Daly, so taking advantage of his quickness, trying to get to the rim.
So here comes Stavrev, and here comes Shaquille Harris back into the game. Eckerd will sit down McLaren, and he'll sit down Hagens. Hagens been a little quiet in the second half. He had those 3 threes in the first half, has not scored here in the second half.
Yeah, doing a better job of just contesting his 3-point shots. Even though there was one at the top, it rolled in and out. Just a better contest.
This is Marello. Wants to back down. Will go up and will score. Ben's got 23, and we got a timeout called here, a 30-second timeout called by Florida Southern. And boy, has this been the Ben Marello show or what?
Yeah, like I said, he's been doing a really good job of just taking his time. And his teammates are finding him right there on that block. He's going right there on that block, and he has height advantage, and he's very skilled to where he can go either shoulder. He can do the little fadeaway right there at 10, 15 feet. And Eckerd's having a hard time figuring out how to stop him.
Yeah, they're figuring out exactly, because he can go any number of ways here.
Exactly.
And he's been doing that.
Yeah, so it's not just one way. So like I said, even though he's not a big-time, scorers like Jonathan and Brett, he can score the basketball.
Yes,
he's
he
very
can.
skilled.
He sure can. And he has given the Mocs their first 10-point lead in the game. Eckerd will have the basketball. Still got a half to go here, so far from being over. Harris will inbound to Biori. Biori's been a little quiet in the last few minutes, but he's played 28 minutes and the game is 29 minutes, so he's been in almost the whole game.
He came out pretty strong in the beginning of the second half, but like I said, I think this zone is really kind of messing up
helping him out
flow.
a little bit, yep. Well, they're forcing Eckerd to shoot outside, and that's not really one of their strengths. Here is Radonchik up. He missed a shot. Slinky gets the rebound, and Lawton will bring it up.
Yeah, once again, like I said, you can try to get to your jump hook, but the little zone, the matchup zone, there's another man waiting on him. So tough shots.
Well, that's something you don't see the Mocs do very often here. And they have parlayed this into a 10-point lead. And we reached the halfway point of the second half. Marello, he's been feeling it. He goes up. That's short. Hansen got it. Brett going to run it back out. He better get the shot off. Roush will. That will be. Ball hit the rim, and it goes in, and Jones will score. How about that? Slinky's got a dozen, and the Mocs go up a dozen.
Yeah, look, I think Eckerd kind of just stopped.
They did. No question.
So
I think they thought it was an air ball, and it did clink the rim. Stavrev gives it off, baseline drive, and a foul going to be called on Marello, who will pick up only his second foul. Yep. How about Ben? He's 10 of 15 from the floor, 23 points.
Yeah, the big-time play right there, heads-up play right there by Slinky, understanding that it did hit the rim and it still was in play.
Yep. So both teams at 2 fouls here in the second half. It'll be an inbound pass by Biori. And he needs to find somebody. He gets in the corner here. Daly, and they're going to probably keep Daly in the game because he can shoot the three. And he lost the ball. Jonathan Lawton drops it for Marello. No tip. Hanson back for the bucket. How about Brett? Mox lead at 14.
Yeah, the Mox just keep coming. Like Jonathan got the steal defensive right there. You thought Ben was going to make the layup, but they do a good job of not quitting and understanding that he could possibly miss it.
And there's a steal by Hanson. Brett on the move. He's up. He scores! What a move by Brett Hanson! And one for the Mox. Holy cow!
Oh my gosh! It's just the body control. Like I said, he's 6'2", but people underestimate his athleticism. He went up there and pretty much almost did a 360 and did a reverse layup.
How did he do that?
I have no idea, but like I said, this Mox team, the energy, the offensive execution, the confidence. You can see the confidence on the floor right now that they're together as a team. And they're very confident that they're trying to knock this Eckerd team out pretty much right now.
Well, McLaren coming back, Hagen's coming back, and Gilbert coming back. And you just get the sense here. You watch when they come in, they just look like their heads are down right now.
Yeah, they're kind of just I mean, it's still a long way to go.
Sure
but
is.
Like, especially for McLaren, and he's not having a really good game. And as a senior, you gotta have that leadership at all times. But like I said, we've seen it plenty of times. They got a lot of leadership on this team, a really good coach to where they can change this around. We're going on the run. They can go on the run as well easily too. Hanson
with 11. The Mock lead is 17. And right now, Florida Southern a 13-0 run. In the last 12, and it may get bigger. What a pass to Hanson, and a great job to deflect it. And it's going to stay with the Mox.
Once again.
How about McLaren coming out of nowhere?
Oh, yeah. He made the turnover, and he didn't quit on the play, understanding that they almost could have got a layup. He's still playing really hard and trying to help his team out as much as he can because he saved the layup for Eckerd.
Man, inbounds pass by the Mox. And Roush. Roush for Marello. They double him. Roush.
Another three.
Wide open, slinky three. No, that's long. Rebound, Marello. He'll go up. No. Rebound, Biori, and here he comes. Marco, what a layup and a bucket. 19 for Biori. And I think they called and one.
Yeah, they did.
Looks like it, yep.
I'm not sure who it was on.
Lawton will get his
Lawton,
third. Yeah. And Biori will shoot a free throw. And now they say, is it a 4 on Lawton? I think it is 4. Ouch. Ouch. And they're going to get him out, and Kai Cleary going to come in, and they're going to do that real quick.
Yeah, got to make sure you got to save him for later just in case the game gets a little closer. You want him to be available within the game.
E.J. Damberville also getting ready to come back in. Let's see who comes out here for the Mox. And Ben Marello will come out. Boy, how about Ben? 23 points.
Yep.
Big hand for Ben Marello coming out.
Yeah, just got to keep it up. Like I said, you got Lawton and Ben. They're going to get a little break right now. Just got to maintain this lead and try to increase on it.
And Biori missed the free throw for the first time today. He's now 6 of 7. So the Mock lead is 15. And like Chris just said a moment ago, this thing is not over yet by any stretch of the imagination. Kai Cleary with it. Needs some help. Gets to Roush. Roush wants to move. Oh, stolen away. Jump ball is the call, I believe.
Stays with the Mox.
Jump ball. It will stay with the Mox on the possession arrow. And checking in now will be Damian Gordon for Eckerd, and Biori will sit.
Yep, we got 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hopefully the Mox understand is this the actual time, because last time Ray Hansen had to throw up a heave.
Prayer.
Yeah.
And it was not answered. Lob inside. Brett right there. Fades, jumper, got it. How about Hanson? Hanson with 13, and the Mox go up 17.
Like I say, he's very tough, that especially down low in the post. He has a couple post moves, really good footwork, like the little floater he can make around the rim. So that was a good heads-up play right there.
McLaren gives it up for Gilbert. Here's McLaren again. Well, you wonder when he's going to come alive.
I don't know. It's been tough. Like I say, he's really not a perimeter shooter. He's really much more of a slasher. And this zone is kind of like
it's really hurt him, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Boy, Hagen just threw up a 3 that wasn't even close, and he was dead-eye in the first half.
Yeah, and they kind of need – I think Eckerd needs a couple of threes just to try to get back into this game, and right now they're not hitting them. Don't have a lot of shooting from the outside.
Well, here is Hanson. Nice little spin move around Gordon. Layup is no good. It goes out. Whose ball? It's going to go to Eckerd. They say Damberville knocked it out. So we're going to have a media timeout. Mocs lead it by 17. It's been a great run. 15-2 over the last 5 minutes and 4 seconds have opened this game up. Mocs lead it by 17, and we're back with more after this on FSCMocs.com. Well, fans, since 1917, Guest Services has worked tirelessly to earn a reputation as the premier hospitality management company in the United States. From dining services, resorts, and hotels, recreational opportunities, and unique retail outlets to special events, condominium management, and fresh produce distribution, Guest Services has you covered. Visit us online at guestservices.com. Mocs lead it by 17, and we have time for maybe one more little one here. Freaky is a way of life for us at Jimmy John's, and we're not only talking about freaky fast. We're freaks about fresh bread, meats, and veggies. We're obsessed with things normal people don't even think about. And if that makes us freaks, well, freak yeah, we're freaks. Visit one of our 2 locations on Kentucky Avenue in downtown Lakeland or on South Florida Avenue. So to be Eckerd basketball, Mocs lead it by 17. And Chris, I would think if Eckerd's going to make a run, it's got to be pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, it's going to have to be a couple of threes at least, or get in transition, get some steals, get and one opportunities, try to get back into this game.
Near steal by Cleary. McLaren dropped it down. Layup is up, no good, and we're going to get a foul on Jack Roush. And free throws are coming up for Shaquille Harris.
Or you can do that too as well, to get to the free throw line and stop the clock every time you get down there and put points on the board. So still, like I said, I still think it's a long way to go as of right now. The time is not in favor of Eckerd, but it's still plenty of time to make a run and make this a game still. 2
on Roush. Free throw for Harris goes in. For the year, he's 15 of 23, 65%. And he's got one more coming. 4 fouls on the Mocs here in the second half, 3 on Eckerd so far. Shot will be no good. And the rebound comes down to Slinky Jones. Hanson will have it, and he'll bring it up.
And I wonder, right now, you're up 16, but do you run the clock out? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you try to.
I think you just play. Really.
Yeah, I think you put the foot on their throat and press.
Yep.
Here is Roush. Because like you said, Eckerd, there you go. Kid's good enough to get back in this thing. And this is all the way down for McLaren, who will shoot 2 free throws.
Exactly. And if they keep doing that, the time keeps stopping to get in transition, and they can ease their way back into the game if they're not going to hit the threes.
Well, Marello will come in after this free throw. And McLaren has a chance to get on the board for the first time. He is 71 of 103 at the line, 68.9. And if you think about it, 103 free throws, this is first one tonight.
Exactly. First points of the game,
First points of the game. So Biore back in and Marello back in. Marello will get Roush here. Biore will get Marquise Gilbert. So one more coming up here now for Drushawn McLaren. Second one is good. Well, he and Lawton are part of the top 100, nominated for the Bevo Francis Award for the best small college basketball player in the country. And that includes all levels, not just Division II. This is Hanson. I got a feeling he'll be there next year.
Yeah,
Hanson dumped it down. Cleary drops it back. D'Amberville. This is Slinky. D'Amberville again. You can watch the shot clock. Mock's got a problem. They're going to lose the ball. Biore comes down the other way. There's a layup and one. And all of a sudden, they're getting back in as Harris gets the bucket.
Exactly what I said. Get some turnovers, get in transition, get to the free throw line. And knock down your free throws, it's going to be a ball game.
So Lawton's coming in for Cleary. Remember, Jonathan playing with 4 fouls. Now, if I'm Eckerd, I go right at him.
Oh, definitely. Especially you want to get him out of the game because you understand he can get hot at any time as well, too. So I'm not sure if they're going to go at him, honestly, because right now defensively they're getting the transition. But I know as a coach I would run something for Valori and try to see if I can get that fifth one on him.
So Harris now is 6. The mock lead is down to 11. It was 17.
Yep.
So let's see if Florida Southern can convert. There's going to be a foul called here on Damian Gordon, who'll pick up his first. It's Eckerd's 5th foul here in the second half. So they've got one more to play with, and then we'll be into bonus time. The Mocs don't have any to play with. They committed 6. So Hansen will get it. Here's Slinky, looked for the 3. He's going in, and the ball is blocked. It's loose, and it's won by Higgins. And here comes Eckerd with a chance to get back to single digits.
Jeez, that was a big-time block.
Gordon gives it up. This is Higgins. Hansen on him. That's a little bit of a size mismatch. Biori drops it. Higgins for 3. Got it. Here they come. Here they come. Higgins now with 12. Mock lead down to 8.
Yeah, can't relax. Like I said, this Eckerd team can get hot. I'm not really too much perimeter shooting, but like I said, they're doing a good job turning them over, getting in transition, and getting to the free throw line.
Hansen all the way down and scores. Great job by Brett. He's got 15. The mock lead goes back to 10. And Chris, whenever you need something, Brett Hansen usually delivers.
Definitely. Like I said, that was really good. Like, once again, the heads-up play, understanding where the defense is at, and just slashing right to the basket.
All the way down, dropped it off, layup good. Boy, that's really great passing inside. Higgins with 14 now for Eckerd. The lead is 8 again. Hansen down, missed it. Marello up, and he'll shoot a pair. How about Ben coming in for that offensive rebound?
Yeah, once again, like I said, the Mocs do a really good job of understanding if one of their teammates go up for a layup, we're going to try the offensive rebound and see if we can get a tip in if he misses. So, like I said, Ben's already been having a big-time night. Just need him to continue with that and knock these free throws down.
Gordon with 3 fouls now. So now it's 5 fouls on Eckerd. Well, that should be 6, I think.
Yeah, they have 5.
Maybe 5. But anyway, Morello's going to shoot. He gets 2. And no good. Marello now with 23 points. And for the game from the line, he's 3 of 5. So one more for Ben Marello. D'Ambreville out and Roush back in. And missed them both. So the Mocs are up 8. And Eckerd with the ball. Not over yet. Don't go away.
Tough break right there.
Mocs at a 17-point lead. McLaren threw it away. Hansen's got a run out. Higgins is there. Oh, Hansen jammed it. Holy cow. Oh, he just stuffed it right down Higgins' throat. Mocs by 10. Holy cow.
I was waiting for the layup. And he just went down there and just put it right in his face like, here you go, you can have that.
Biori. Jump ball or timeout called by Eckerd.
Yeah, he got stuck down there.
How about Brett Hansen? I couldn't even do slam bam thank you, man. He surprised me.
It happened so quick. It was just like, oh, boom.
So we have, it looks like a 30, I think. Eckerd standing up. We're starting to sit down, so let's see.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30-second timeout. Nope, they're going to everybody sit, so we're going to go away. Don't go away. We're back with more after this on FSCMocs.com. Well, fans, are you in the mood for some great pizza at a great price? Make sure you stop by Little Caesars. With 2 locations in Lakeland, you're just a short trip away from delicious, hot, and ready pizza for just $5. Visit us online at littlecaesars.com. And fans, make room for a little fun at one of the top Lakeland hotels, equipped with free Wi-Fi, HD TVs with premium channels, and luxurious bedding. It's the Courtyard by Marriott. Book online today at Marriott.com or give us a call at 863-802-9000. Well, we see one of the mock trainers, it looked like, may have gotten in the way of that last collision down there. And hopefully she's all right. Looked like she might have gotten a bloody nose.
Yeah, like I said, it was just the players didn't really know. Like I said, they're playing basketball, and the momentum just carried right into her, and she just happened to be in the way. Like I said, hopefully they can make sure she's okay.
So here we go. Eckerd will have the ball. The mock lead is 10. We got, as you can see, an even 4 minutes to go here on the Streamline Sale Arena floor inside the Jenkins Fieldhouse. And boy, this has been a good one. The Mocs are on the road Saturday at Rollins. We'll be back on the air next Wednesday night. St. Leo comes to town for games at 5:30 for the women and 7:30 for the men. Inbounds pass, Biori, guarded by Hansen. Biori just going to go in. Hansen will foul him. Biori will shoot two.
Yeah, once again, like if he gets a step on you, like I say, he does a really good job of understanding angles and understanding how to get back into the defender's body. So he either is going to make the layup or get to the free throw line.
So Brett with 2 fouls. 2 shots for Biori, who is 6 of 7 at the line. 7 of 8. And how about these numbers? Not only does he have 20 points, he's got 9 rebounds and 7 assists.
Oh, yeah, that's like I said, just one of the better point guards, one of the better players in this league. And like I said, when you need to score, he can, but for the most part, he does everything else. He's kind of like that rebounding, assists, scoring, and then he's a really good defender as well, too.
Well, Harris is in for Stavrev, and you can see Eckerd putting some backcourt pressure on the Mocs there. Jack Raff's going to bring it up and get it into front court himself. He'll find Marello back to Lawton. Mocs will run the offense. Well, Chris, now do you take your foot off the gas a little bit? I don't think I would.
I wouldn't either because this team is too dangerous to
there
take your foot off
goes.
the gas.
Oh, Lawton missed a shot. No foul, and it's going back the other way with Eckerd. Open 3 by Gilbert will not go, and the rebound up and no good. Another rebound for Eckerd. And back out it comes to Biori. Wow.
Jeez.
That was a vicious rebound inside. Biori dropped it back. Open 3. Gilbert is short. But a rebound by McLaren underneath gets the bucket. He's got 4, and the Mock lead down to 6 as we approach 3 minutes to go.
Yep. Once again, like I said, again, the offensive rebounds. You got to box out because it's the big team. They're very physical, so you got to box out and keep them one shot on the offense end.
Here is Hansen. Rebounds now are 36-33 Mocs. Brett needs some help. Finds Rouse down for Slinky. Slinky's got a little mismatch here. Slinky going to go up, and he will just miss, and he will get 2. That thing rolled in and out.
Yeah, once again, it looks like Hagen's try to draw that charge, but it wasn't enough contact. Slinky was kind of just easing his way in. A good job of getting that foul. You got to get to the free throw line, though, and got to make these free throws.
Yeah, he's 56.5 from the line this year. The foul was called, it looks like, on Harris, who will get his second. So now it's bonus time free throw-wise for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
But Slinky will get a pair here as they got to do some mop-up duty. Looks like Stavrev will come back after the first shot. I think Slinky will get 2. Lawton is getting some bandage by trainer Andy Gonzalez on his right arm, just below the elbow, it looks like.
Yeah, he probably got a little cut, something like that.
Well, Andy's been busy. He had that poor trainer down there, the poor girl underneath, and had to help her, and now right away he's got to go help Lawton as well.
So he's been real busy tonight for the most part.
So 2 free throws for Slinky. The Mocs need him up 6. 2-possession game right now. And it remains a 2-possession game. Stavrev coming in. And let's see who's out.
He's probably putting him in for some shooters. Yeah.
It looked like they already taken him out. Yes. It looked like Harris.
Yep.
So one more little mop-up job before we get started. Not over yet, folks. Yeah. Not over yet.
Especially if Slinky doesn't hit this second one. They can come down and get in transition. You never know.
Well, we had a 60-56 win for the Mock women here earlier tonight.
Yeah.
This one is, as you said, maybe a little more scoring, but boy, just as close.
Yeah, it's not going to be 20 points, but like I said about that 10-15 range where they're going to score a little bit more.
Slinky nails the second one. That's a big free throw. He's got 13 tonight, and we got a timeout called here, and it looks like it will be a full timeout. So don't go away. We are back with more from the Streamline Sale Arena after this on FSCMocs.com. Fans, Fred's Market Restaurant serves up a special taste of farm-to-plate freshness on our market table. Our food is slowly cooked in a natural and unprocessed way, served in a cozy atmosphere full of warmth and fun. We don't compromise on quality or character, whether it's the ingredients in our dishes or the attitudes of our people. It's Southern comfort that's pure and hearty all the way to the core, and it's all found at Fred's Market Restaurant. Visit us today. We're located just north of the Polk Parkway on Hardin Boulevard. Well, let's go down to our Megan Price.
Thanks, guys. Coach Donnelly, pretty impressed with the boys' performance so far, but he did tell the boys that they have to continue to play their game if they want to finish this one. He said they just need to jump to the ball and talk out there on the court, and he thinks they can secure this win. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right. Florida Southern showing a little backcourt pressure. Biori not bothered by it. Gets it in front court. Mocs by 7. A 3-possession game right now. Stavrev finds McLaren. Boy, this is where the big guys step up. Let's see. No, hard. Rebound, Slinky, and Lawton will bring it up. Boy, McLaren is just off.
Yeah, like I said, he had a step too, and I thought he was about to make the layup, but he just a little bit too hard.
Biori guarding Lawton. Here is Hansen. Hansen back to Lawton. Didn't see anything on that right side as we approach 2 minutes to go. So he's going to run the clock a little bit here. Hansen again. Now Marello. Ben's been quiet for a while, but boy, he hasn't been quiet all day. Jumper, good. Not quiet anymore. 25 for Ben. Mocs lead it by 9.
Yeah, like I said, he's been doing a really good job on that mid-post in the paint, just taking his time, being patient. He's going over either shoulder with the little fadeaway to hook shots.
Nice pass inside. Open 3 for Gilbert. No. Rebound, Ben Marello. And the Mocs lead it by 9 with 90 seconds to go.
Yeah, now you run some clock off now. Run some clock off, get a good one.
Marello. All the way for Hansen, for Slinky, for Hansen. And they are indeed running clock. And at some point here with a 9-point deficit, Chris, I would think Eckerd's going to have to foul.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, you either try to trap, get the ball in the hands, get a turnover, or you got to take your chances.
Dumped it down for Roush, who scores. How about that? Jack with 7, Mocs lead it by 11.
Once again, like I said, Jonathan brings so much attention on the defensive end. Everybody kind of just loses attention to everybody else, and that was a good pass right there to Jack for the easy layup.
This is Hagens bumping and scoring. And a timeout called by Eckerd. Hagens was 16 here.
Yep.
He averages 11-7. And so with 48 seconds left, the Mocs are now up by 9. Well, fans, Glory Days Grill is a sports-themed family restaurant American grill and bar that combines an award-winning menu of freshly prepared appetizers, entrees, and sandwiches with entertainment that appeals to all ages. Located at Lakeside Village, Glory Days is the perfect location to catch a game. Well, Chris, we've had 2 good ones here tonight, no question about it.
Yeah, like I said, both teams, the women's came out with a really close one, like I said, 60-65. This men's team, like I said, still got 48 seconds left to go. Hopefully nothing drastically happens. But like I said, they've been playing really well against a really good Eckerd team as well, too, on the men's side. So hopefully, like I said, they can just continue with this, be strong with the ball, make free throws, and close the game out.
So a 9-point Mock lead. It is a 3-possession game here. Scoring right now, how about 25 for Ben Marello, 17 for Hansen, 13 for Junk. Jonathan Lawton only 8 points tonight, and that's unusual, but boy, Ben Marello has picked up the slack.
Oh, definitely. Like you said, and better teams, like I said, people step up. Like I said, Ben, I think, is pretty much that leader. We've been talking about how vocal he's been, and just because he's not the leading scorer, this, that, and other, doesn't mean he's not a good ball player. He does a lot of things. He can score. He's very versatile. He's a matchup problem for other teams. Like I say, 6'6", 6'7", but he's very skilled and can go either way, left or right, or shoot the little mid-range and shoot the 3.
And Harris is going to foul Marello. And Harris will get his 3rd. It should be 1 in the bonus here for the Mocs.
Now it's a free throw game pretty much.
Yeah, I would think so, right? I would think so. Although now, if you're Eckerd, do you have to get 3s?
Oh, you got to do something.
Pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
45 seconds left. You got to get 3s or quick 2s, and they get a turnover, get another 2. Something. It got to be quick because, like I said, this time is dwindling down, and if you don't take advantage of it right now, it's going to be a loss for them.
Well, Marello 13 in the first half, 12 in the second, and now 13 here in the second as well. 26 tonight for Ben Marello. What a huge game.
Yeah, that's what seniors got to do. You got to step up, especially like I said, Jonathan only has 8 points right now, but you got to step up as a senior, help your teammates out.
27 points for Ben Marello. Eckerd driving through. Layup, good.
Yep.
Nice shot by Gilbert, who's got 11. And they got a foul. And do they step out?
Nope,
Called the foul.
Yep.
So we'll go one in the bonus the other way with Jonathan Lawton coming to the line. And if he can nail both as Biore gets the foul, he will get in double figures, which for us is a little strange to be saying that with 35 seconds left in the game. But
sometimes it happens.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I say, he just hasn't really hit his jump shot today. But you got to credit Eckerd. Like I said, they was really trying to press up on him, make him take tough ones.
1 plus the bonus. He's 3 of 4 at the line today. And 4 of 5. 9 points for Lawton. And the Mocs are 1 shy of 80, which pretty much is what they average. 82 is their average for a game. And got them both. So Jonathan Lawton does hit double figures. And the Mocs have a double figure lead at 11 points. And this is Gilbert back the other way for Eckerd. Again, a reminder that when these two teams play over at Eckerd on February 20th, it's going to be a nationally televised doubleheader. Slinky with a steal, little behind the back. Lawton's going to go up and score, make it 12. And now the Mocs have hit their average at 82 points in the game. They're up by 13, and a turnover by Eckerd's Gilbert over Biore's head, and now the Mocs will just run it out right here and will win this thing by an 82-69 count. And in the second half, the Mocs will score 46 and will hold Eckerd to 38.
Big time win. Like I said, big time win. Eckerd, we understand what their program is about. Always come in, really tough team, really well coached as well too. But for the Mocs, they came out with that energy. And I love the energy that came out with it, and they pretty much sustained it for
they
the
stayed with it the whole game. I agree. I agree. Well, I would think that we will get Ben Marello. Would you say he might be our player of the game?
You got to. You got to. 27 points. He has six rebounds. So, hey, man, you got to give him some love. Show him some love.
Well, Marello went 11 of 18 from the floor, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. He also had 6 rebounds today in 35 minutes on the floor. And again, this was another starters game. The 5 starters for the Mocs played all but 25 minutes here tonight. So we see that Ben Marello will come over with our Megan Price, and we'll get a chance to hear Ben talk to us a little bit about what was a tremendous performance tonight here by the Mocs, who, by the way, are now 13-3 and 6-2 in the Sunshine State Conference. Players celebrating on the far side of the floor, as you can see, and I think we're ready to go. We're going to send it down to Megan Price, who is with Ben Marello.
Thanks, guys. That's right. I'm here with our player of the game, number 15, senior Ben Marello. Ben, you had a really good game tonight. Your career high is 23 points. Tonight you scored 27, so you broke that record. You had 6 rebounds. What was clicking for you tonight?
Just team basketball. We're playing as a team, and my coaches and my teammates would help me get into position to succeed. So it was really them. They got me going. So I got to give the credit to those guys.
Well, you guys have had 4 wins off of 2 losses after you've had those tough 2 losses on the road. So what changed for you guys? How did you get back in your rhythm?
We just came together. We're experienced. We know what we got to do. So we talked about some stuff, fixed a few things in practice, and we were ready to go. So.
Awesome. Well, we're going to let you go celebrate the win. Congrats. Thank you. Back to you guys in the booth with Coach Donnelly.
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Megan. And I'll tell you what, Chris, it was really an impressive performance. Here's some of our final numbers tonight. The Mocs wind up shooting 48% from the floor against a really good defensive Eckerd team that gives up 68 a game. Mocs got their 82 tonight.
Exactly.
That's pretty impressive.
Like I said, from the get-go, beginning of the game, they didn't really settle. Like I said, they got to the paint, they got mid-range jump shots, they got in transition, got to the free throw line. It started from there. They ended up still taking 16 threes, but in the beginning of the game, they set the pace, they set the point that we're going to go inside and we're going to try to punish you, punish you inside and wear you down throughout the full game.
Well, talk about that zone a little bit. We see Mike Donnelly heading up here. It sure seemed to work at the right time.
Definitely. It's kind of a switch up. Like I said, you go from man to man, and you understand, Eckerd doesn't really have too many shooters, so go to that zone, and it makes things tough for Eckerd.
Well, we see Mike heading up here, so we'll get him on here momentarily after the Mocs win this one by an 82-69 count against a very good Eckerd College team that now falls to 12-4 and 5-3 overall. Well, Mike, first of all, congratulations. I think you might be aware of this. I'm not sure, but this is number 250 in a 16-year college coaching career.
About
Congrats.
time.
Congrats.
It's about time. Holy
It's a long
cow.
time, right?
Man, I don't know when 251's coming, but I hope it's soon because these wins, man.
How about next Saturday coming up over at Rollins?
Well, let's hope so.
Ben Marello show. What was that? I mean, we have not seen him offensively this year like he was tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a career high for Ben, 27 points. But with Ben, you kind of know right away with his confidence and how he's moving out on the floor. And he's a really talented kid, and he can score the ball different ways. And I knew right away he just had that confidence step to himself,
okay,
if that makes sense.
Yep,
I mean, he's really crafty around the rim. And sometimes Ben just loses a little bit of confidence, maybe overthinks it a little bit. And we've kind of changed some things up offensively, and I think he's more comfortable with some of the actions that we're running because he can really move without the ball. And like I said, he scores from different spots on the floor, so it really worked for him tonight, which worked for us.
Yeah, and it seemed like he moves. If you're a defender, you can't really figure out which way he's going because he can go in any number of directions.
Yeah, exactly, and he can make pull-ups. He can make shots around the rim. He can finish with his right hand, left hand. He's very, very long. He's stronger than he looks, believe it or not.
Okay.
So we can use him in different areas. I've been really proud of Ben of what he's done defensively. He's so much improved at the defensive end. I've been on him saying, "Don't worry, your offense will come. You'll figure it out." But I want him to take pride in the fact and feel good with the fact that he's been able to really help us defensively. And I thought he was good again tonight. So he's really been, productive for us this year.
Talk a little bit about your decision to switch to that zone there in the second half, and sure seemed to work.
It did. We're only going to be able to do it with certain personnel on the floor right now. But when I had the starters in, that's an experienced group. They run at the best in practice, and we, it really helped because it kind of slowed Eckerd down, and we were having trouble with the ball screens. We knew we were going to have our work cut out with the ball screen because they do a really good job. They can get you on the dive or on the drive or the pop when the low post releases to the high post. Their stretch are the best shooters. They're stretch bigs. So they put you in a tough spot. So, planning over the last few days for the game, we thought maybe we could play a little zone. They have struggled a little bit in previous games against the zone. So we looked at that film. And, sometimes the zone, you catch a rhythm to what you're doing defensively. And, we were able to build a 17-point lead, and it wasn't a blowout. But I looked up at the score. I said, wow, it's 67-50.
Yeah.
Just because we were kind of systematically getting stops and then finding a way to score. And we had a really good rhythm. That's a really good win for us.
But they came back. So what caused that?
They did a good job. I mean, I thought they were a little bit more active on the glass. They had a couple second-chance points. They were able to move a little bit better, and I thought they drove it a little bit better.
Okay.
And, we started giving up too many gaps in that zone. In that zone, we want to be as congested as possible to take away those drive gaps. And then we hit a little bit of a rut at the offensive end.
Okay,
yep.
And that happens, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then John picked up his fourth foul with about 8.5 minutes to play. I made a decision to bring him back with about 6 minutes to play. A little bit of a risk.
Yep. We said they're going to go right at him.
Yeah, and that's why we went zone.
Okay.
To try to hide him a little bit.
Okay.
And I think John's smart enough at the offensive end to kind of be patient and, not force anything where he's going to pick up a fifth foul. But we needed him back on the floor. And, that's a big win. I mean, it's 4 in a row now, and we're finding different ways to win. And I'm proud of the guys because, Eckerd's a really good team, and they're going to be an NCAA tournament team for sure, so that's a quality win for us.
Well, and again, the guy I want to talk a little bit about tonight is Jack Roush. 7 points, but 9 rebounds. You out-rebounded a bigger Eckerd team by 5, 38-33, and he's such a good passer as well. He had 4 assists, probably could have had a couple more tonight. He just seems to sort of keep everything sort of down there for you at that time when you really need it. He just makes big plays.
No, I'm proud of Jack. I mean, Jack's worked really hard. He's moving really well. He's healthy. And
well, that's true. That's something we haven't seen before very much here.
Yeah, and,
that's right.
You know, Jack, I've probably been on Jack more than any other player in the program over the last couple of years because I know he's got a ton of potential, and we're starting to see, you know, his production. And I could care less about his, you know, 7 shots, 7 points. I mean, he does so many other winning things for us, and that's why we recruited him. But he's guarding. I mean, Jack's doing a really, really good job moving when the ball's moving. And it took him a while to really learn that. And he's trusting us a lot more this year, and he's really doing a good job getting into help spots. And it's subtle things, but it's huge things for how we guard. And that's where it starts with Jack, and he's in better position to rebound the ball because of that. And he had 7 rebounds in the first half, and I told him he got a little frustrated at the end because, you know, he beats himself up a little bit. I said, you just got to give me the next 20 minutes like your first 20. That's all we need from you. And he did that. And he was able to, you know, we can release him and let him pass the ball. And, you know, we're figuring some things out, what's working for right now, at least, with screening and cutting. And he's finding guys, which is really helping us.
Well, we talked a lot about here, too, tonight about how you guys just came out from the beginning and really got after it. And it looked like that intensity pretty much stayed there all the way.
Yeah, that's a good sign. You know, we talk a lot about that with the guys. We want the guys ready to play. We want them ready to practice every day, and we want them ready when the ball goes up, have that speed. We call it sideline to sideline speed.
Okay.
You know, be fast sideline to sideline. Do what we do at a high level with high speed, and we're going to, you know, we have enough talent. I think we can do some really good things if we can play at that level. And it's an experienced group. I mean, heck, our starting 5 is returning from last year. These guys have played in a lot of games, and I think this group is now starting to be a little bit more settled. And a little bit more confident, and we're finding our rhythm, which is a great sign.
Well, I would think that your practices the next couple of days are going to be geared towards one thing, the Rollins zone. Here it comes again.
Yeah, not only do they run, you know, 2 or 3 different variations of the zone, they do a great job, and they'll stay in it. You know, offensively, they run a very difficult continuity ball screen offense, and they're always tough. They're, you know, obviously well coached. And going up there is never easy. So I think they had the bye this week, today, I believe.
They've got a little chance to rest up.
Yep, and, you know, they've played everybody close, it seems. So it's going to be a dogfight when we get up there. It's a rival game. You know, I know we're going to have some fans travel up there, which is terrific.
Yep. And
I keep saying to the guys, like, we've worked so hard. We've done a lot of good things, embrace these opportunities, embrace these moments. So it's our job as a coaching staff to prepare them, but then mentally get them excited to play. Be ready to play, be ready to jump on the floor, and let's get after Rollins.
Well, they sure look like it tonight. Congrats, great win, number 250. Hopefully you got a whole bunch more in you coming up, and we look forward to seeing you here next Wednesday night when St. Leo comes to town.
All right, thanks so much.
All right,
appreciate
thank you, Mike.
Right.
Congrats.
Thanks.
All right, head coach Mike Donnelly. We'll get Chris in for some final thoughts, and then we'll wrap it up here. And we'll let them go get ready to play Rollins this weekend. The women will play at 2 and the men at 4. And then next Wednesday night, we will be here against St. Leo, 5:30 for the women and 7:30 for the men. Well, Chris, 2 good wins here tonight. Some final numbers there on the screen for you can see. And, again, 38 to 33 rebounds. I talked to Coach Donnelly about Jack Roush getting 9 boards. And Jack has really made a difference this year.
Yeah, like I said, he did a really good job offensive rebounding, gave his team multiple possessions to try to score again. I think that's probably why their field goal percentage is almost at 50% as well, too, because you get more opportunities you get to score, they're better, especially with this type of team they have offensively. So they did a really good job, like I said, against a really talented defensive rebounding team at that, and a defensive team at they hold people under 55, 60 points a game. So they came out, did what they need to do. Like I said, protect home court. Now you got to go on the road and get another one.
Well, the women won 60 to 56. The men won 82 to 69. And Chris, we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes, sir. I would be here.
All right. Well, first of all, my thanks to Chris, my thanks to Megan Price, my thanks to Ren, who's running the camera, my thanks to George here to my left, who produced the men's game. My thanks to Ariel, who produced the women's game. My thanks to Phil, who ran camera for both of them. And most of all, thanks to you for watching as the Mocs win 2 tonight against 2 really good teams from Eckerd College. We'll be back on the air next Wednesday night, 5:30 for the women, 7:30 for the men. We hope you can join us then. I'm Jim Henderson, and we will talk to you 1 week from tonight. And let's hope the Mocs come back with a couple more wins. Take care, everyone.